try to join my Facebook
Yeah,
as
now
well.
she should be able to just click it.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock, she can just click it.
Click what she sent you right now.
It's okay, baby. Come on. You just started.
Okay. Click it.
Yeah, click that.
She says she's on it
That's
already.
all you have to do. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Go.
There she goes.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up from
Hey,
here.
hey.
And once we get started on the show, try to do it from your phone so you can be on my Facebook as well.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Here's Kissa. Kissa.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice
This
to
is
meet
Cassandra.
Hi, Cassandra. Nice to meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you. We're gonna turn
This is my cousin in Minnesota.
Oh,
This is
okay.
my cousin from my mama.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hi,
Our
cousin.
mothers are sisters. We're gonna
So
introduce
good
you
to
in a
meet
second.
you.
This is the
Nice to
pre-show.
meet you as well.
Absolutely.
It's the pre-show, y'all.
Okay.
We still doing this.
When she gets hers together, then we're gonna go and we're gonna do it.
Okay.
A little quick shout outs, and then we're gonna get into you, Kisa.
Okay, absolutely. Let me pull it up on my Facebook so that way I can be ready for that as well.
Yeah, we'll try to. We'll try. If it doesn't work, we're good right here.
Okay, I know my brother was saying that he's tried to get on before. He wanted to get on, and he was saying that he wasn't exactly sure how.
I just talked to him.
Oh, okay, good.
We got him on. He may be able to come on.
He
just
might
like
join
you
us
are.
on you right now.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So for all of those that are tuned in at this moment, we're getting together. What
Technology.
We're doing. So just we're sharing live with you guys as we're getting our things together. So
Yeah.
just bear with us.
This is
and-
raw and uncut.
That's right. That's what.
Okay, Cuzzy, I just sent you the request on Facebook.
Okay, I just saw it. Let's try it. Approve. Invite. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know. It says adding, so we'll wait and see how that goes, Kisa.
Okay, let me okay, so join on camera. Okay,
There you go.
there we go.
Guys. Okay.
You gotta turn your camera back around, though.
Your
'cause
whole
now
thing is
oh,
this way.
Oh.
Right.
Why the hell I'm
Your
like
whole
that?
thing. Yeah, so you and me are this way.
What about now?
Kisa, go back to where you just were. You're fine. You're
This
fine.
one?
that,
Okay,
just like that.
okay, okay. There we go.
Let's see. I don't know how to rotate me. Okay, fuck it. We'll just see what's happening here.
Hey.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Getting ready to get started, y'all. I know somebody's been tuning in. Hello, hello. Welcome to Primetime
Welcome
Women.
to Primetime Women, you guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
welcome, welcome.
Yes.
So it is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
It is
the weekend.
It is
It
October, help me out, y'all. 16, 17, 16.
17.
17th. There we
Yes.
go.
Oh, it's
October
the 17th
17th. Yes,
already?
it is. Damn,
Yes, it is.
It's moving.
Yeah.
So welcome, guys. For everybody that's tuned in, I know y'all saw a little bit earlier that was like, what's going on? We were just, getting some
Technology.
things set up. We got our special guest, so we wanted to make sure that we got her on here as well.
Yes.
But before we get started,
We're figuring this shit out.
That's right, as we do, as you guys know we do. So,
we do.
as we get started, you guys, I just want to quickly, and not quickly, because it means a lot to me actually.
Okay.
My daughter reached out to me today, and it's a small world. It's a small world.
It
because,
is. It is.
she's way in a whole another state, and then some,
She
right?
West Coast.
Yes, that's right.
West Coast.
And she let me know that there was a young lady named Keshonda Brown
Shout out to Keshonda
that
Brown.
has been following me and
Okay,
said that I
Keshonda.
helped her through her divorce.
Awesome.
And that actually touches me because I was there 4 years ago.
Okay.
And everything is actually as you know, I've always spilled my journey and what's
Share,
been going
you
on and
share.
shared with everybody that everything is just starting to settle in.
Okay.
And so to hear a young black woman say that I was able to help her through, it really did touch me. So shout out to you, Keshonda.
Shonda Brown.
Keshonda Brown, shout out. She's also in a group that I see on our Facebook, and I can't remember it. I'm so sorry.
You just said it
You
a
know,
second ago.
right? I did, didn't I?
Yep.
But 54, you know, when you start getting up there,
Hey.
some things you forget. So
Shit starts
my
to
apologies.
Shit starts to disappear.
But you know who I'm talking to, baby. And thank you so much.
Yes.
I do appreciate that, and I hope you continue to follow. I know you're tuning in today.
Yes.
For all of you YouTubers, please subscribe. We are on here right now.
We don't own the rights to this
Riverside.
music.
That's right. We don't own any rights to any music. Everybody knows. We say it every week, but we blast and kick that
We gotta
music.
say it
So,
every week. Because
hey everybody. Hey Pablo.
on?
Hey Deborah.
Is that working?
Yeah, it should be on, baby.
Can you hear me well, Kisa?
I can hear you.
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Moving
get
on.
started.
I'm gonna introduce my beautiful cousin. She's a
Thank you.
special guest tonight. Kisa Fountain.
Hey, everybody.
Cousin from Chicago, Illinois, born and raised, y'all.
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
okay.
That's right.
Shout out to Kisa.
You know my heart was in it when I heard the whole feel and topic of it all, because she is just like my daughter, which
Oh.
has got a black mother.
Okay.
And father is different, right?
Caucasian.
So Caucasian.
Yes.
And so, yes, so it was right there with me to do this. Unfortunately, right now she's working. She's going to try to pop on
She was trying
if she
to.
can. She's got the link, so if she's able to, she absolutely will. Hey, Keshonda, look at her.
Yes.
She's on.
Okay.
So yeah,
Shout
if
out
she's
to you, baby
able,
girl.
shout out, baby. We'll talk more. Yes, so if she's able to pop on, she will. But we're gonna get started with you, baby. How are you? How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, ladies?
We're well. Well,
Tell us
well.
a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, as Tracy mentioned, she is my first cousin. Our mothers are sisters. So, and born and
Shout out
raised.
to our mamas.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. So my mom was the older sister. Her mom was younger. So we grew up, hanging out. They were always in Minnesota. We were always in Chicago. So we, visited when we can. Them here, us there.
Yes.
Our mothers were extremely close. So
We got all this right in here. just
Yeah,
so
can
know.
you see that we?
all up in here? My daughter said it.
This is the first time I
Yeah.
seen.
My daughter said it. My
Since
daughter
I'm
was like,
older.
Mom, they all like right up in here. Them Lewises, all of them, right up in here.
Since I'm older, this is the first time I seen my cousin.
Okay, since she's
It-
and
yes.
you older and she is a grown
And I'm
woman.
looking at her and I'm
Yeah.
like, hold the fuck up. I
Yeah.
never knew we looked alike.
Yeah.
You know
yes,
what I mean?
the older I get, the more I look like my mother.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. Well, guess what? It's a plus, baby, because you know the whole
That's
family
right.
beautiful.
That's right. We don't have ugly people in our family.
Yes, right. Okay. Also, finish telling us, Kisa.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Chicago, and I grew up in a time in a house with
Are
six,
you
five other.
90s, 80s, 70s, 60s?
I was born in the late 70s. I don't
Okay.
remember. I was born in 77, so I don't remember
Okay.
the 70s. My memory kind of picks up in the 80s. So I'm the baby of 9 children total.
Okay.
So I grew up in a household with essentially a bunch of mothers and fathers. Where they all
Your daddy and your mama.
where they all kind of had to pitch in and help take care of me while my parents worked, and I was of course the spoiled brat. And
Word.
yeah.
I understand that, baby, being the baby of 5.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I
So
get it.
you get it. You get it.
Still right now to this day.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Me too. My brothers and sisters.
sisters
They
were- that's
introduced me
right.
still as their baby sister. So, and I'm 47 years old, but I'm still the baby
I'm
sister.
54.
Okay.
And I must even confess, I actually say that sometimes when I'm like, no, I'm the baby. I'm the baby at the bottom. 54 years old. Cut it out. That's
I used to hate it, but don't tell them. I secretly like it.
Yeah,
Blame
me
you.
too.
Enjoy it.
Me too, girl. Tell it. Tell it.
Yeah, I
6
secretly
knows
do it.
now.
I'm sorry.
6 knows now.
Oh, I know, right? I know he's listening.
I call him 6 but that's Pito, but he's online as 6 so
Yeah, he goes by Pito.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he called me earlier today, and I was like, "Do not embarrass me if you get on." He's like, "I'm gonna embarrass you."
He should be coming on at some point. I
Yeah,
sent
he-
him the
Same
the
link.
same link.
Okay, good. I hope he can join us so he can
Yes.
give a little insight as well, from his perspective,
Right.
because I mean, we in our household, all my siblings were mixed, and I say mixed because that's the old school way of saying it. Now they refer to it as biracial, but we would say mixed. So yeah, all my siblings are mixed. So for us, it was quite normal, in our household to be mixed.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And it was, we wasn't in your household, and it was mixed to see, it was normal to see y'all mixed.
Exactly. We had a very mixed family, so it was very normal thing for us growing up.
So speaking of, let me ask you, how have you identified yourself? Do you identify yourself as a biracial woman, or do you identify yourself as a black woman?
That's a great question. I identify as a biracial woman.
You know what? If my daughter was on here, she would tell you exactly the same thing.
And I'm happy to hear that because
Yeah,
I think,
and I remember this from when she was like 9.
yeah, and I think that makes me happy to hear because so many mixed people, biracial people, feel like they have to choose one or the other, and I
agree.
feel like they need to do that because the pressure that if you choose one over the other, or if you like both sides of you equally, that you're somehow discrediting one side.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
And I'm not, that doesn't sit well with me. That does not sit well with me. My mother did not make me by herself, and my dad did not make him by himself.
That's right. See, I
So
believe in that wholeheartedly as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So when I hear people identify themselves as one or the other, and usually they're identifying as black.
Yeah.
You never hear anybody saying biracial, right?
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah.
But my daughter was actually the very first person that said that to me. Is,
Wow.
"Mommy, I identify as biracial." She said,
Yeah.
"As much as you are my black mother, that is my white father.
Absolutely.
And how can I deny him any less value than what I'm giving you?"
Absolutely.
I 1,050% understood exactly what she was saying.
And that's
when she said
exactly how I feel. I can even remember as far back as, back in the day, they didn't have the option to choose biracial or all these different races or ethnicities on the forms and stuff. And I remember in high school when I was able to fill the forms out by myself, and I started checking black and white. When at that time you were only supposed to check one.
Yes.
And I just refused to check one because my mother did not make me by herself.
That's right.
Look, I promise you, my
Try it
child,
again,
when
six
she
y'all.
was in school, when they started coming with that, she literally called me stressed out. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to, like, they want me to check one. I said, no, well, go ahead and you can check 2 if that's what you need to do.
Yes.
That's how you feel.
It's basically what you're comfortable with.
That's right.
Yes.
And she's always been comfortable with identifying both. But
Yeah.
when it came to school and things, there's sometimes, and we'll get into that with you, she had to feel like she had to tell and let people know that my mother is black. Like, they always would call her white girl.
Yes.
Or assume that she was white. They knew that she wasn't black. And they was like, well, we don't know what you are. I mean, you light skinned, some days you look, because her hair used to be down in the middle of her butt. And so they couldn't tell if she was white or if she was black.
Mhm.
And so that became a problem. But me knowing what she was going to be dealing with, I started teaching her very early on who she is
Yes.
as a young woman, period. And
Yes.
that, yes, you do have a black mother and a white father, and this is who you are, right? And they can take it
So,
or leave
so,
it.
so with that being
Absolutely.
said, Kisa,
Yes.
let's give it to me. Tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell
What's-
us, what's been your struggle?
Tell us how you
and
feel.
you've been
I want to know where you're coming
born
from.
as a light-skinned, biracial,
Yes.
people not knowing how to take you, which way to bring
But
you.
Yes.
bust this shit
Tell us
down.
how.
Bust this shit down, cuzzy.
I've gone through different stages of different reactions from people at different points in my life, if that makes sense.
So I'm getting back.
So my mom, it's not like my mom sat me down and said, "Hey, this is what it's like to be black," or my dad sat me down and said, "Hey, this is what it's like to be white." You know, my parents first and foremost raised me to be a respectable young lady, first and foremost.
Absolutely.
All that extra stuff was just outside noise as far as they was concerned. In my house, again, you know, we were all mixed. You know, my parents were the only two people in the house who weren't mixed. So, you know, it wasn't something that we talked about on a regular basis. I grew up on the west side of Chicago. So yes, right. West side is the best side. I know the west side cousins are going to get me for that, but that's okay.
That's all right. I'm with all y'all. West side, south side, north side. Take it all. Family's family where they lay their head.
That's right.
I'm up north, right?
That's right.
Up north, all the way up
And we
north.
all
How about
cousins,
that?
and we all cousins. Yes.
That's right. So, you know, I was probably one of a few light-skinned, you know, non-full black kids in that neighborhood.
Okay.
But I would have never known any difference. You know, I thought I was the same complexion as them. Let me tell it. You know, they never treated me any different. They never asked me what I was. Hell, I had a friend that I've known all my life just recently tell me, until this day, she did not know I was black. And I've known this girl my whole life. She did not know I was black. She thought I was Spanish. And I've known this girl my whole life.
You Spanish too.
So
Your siblings are Spanish.
That's right. My siblings are Spanish.
Right now.
But her sisters
talk
and
to her.
brothers are actually
They are. They're Puerto
Spanish.
Rican.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters are Puerto Rican and
My
black, and
mother's
I'm
not
white.
either, and
Yeah.
she gets. They start speaking Spanish to her,
Yes,
as if
yes.
she's supposed to respond, and she has.
That happens a lot with mixed
understand some
people.
of it, but-
That happens a lot with biracial people. So, you know, at that point in my life, I didn't really experience it in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I was a kid playing with other kids in the neighborhood, and that's all it was, just as simple as that.
Absolutely.
When I moved from, you know, my childhood home, and then we moved to an area called Logan Square, which was a primarily Hispanic neighborhood, that's when it started to, you know, come more to the forefront, because I look like them. However, I talk like a black girl.
That's
So
right.
that's when it started to kind of, you know, come to the forefront. They're like, "Hey, wait a minute, you look like us, but you sound like them. What are you?"
My daughter was ready to fight at any avenue cost, and they was like, "Whoa, yeah, you ain't no punk. Hold on, because
Yeah.
that's your whole makeup." And I do believe that's true. That is different from having a white mother.
Yes. Yes.
That your swag, the way you were raised, is different. I don't
Yes.
think so. Oh yes, baby. You.
I don't think so.
No, you're raised like a black family, sweetheart.
I do
And
agree with
believe me,
that.
I have one. You're raised like a black family.
But you only have
versus
one.
No,
I'm
no.
talking about, I know
Oh.
a lot of people that have white mothers and they blacker than me.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I get that. Like, understand, my husband, most people thought he was black. Okay, he grew up in the hood around all the black people. He looked black. He looked like he was a light-skinned mix. That's what most people perceived him as to be, right? But he wasn't. But my point is, the average, Tracy, I'm not saying one or two you can spot out. I'm saying the average. Yeah, there's a difference of having a white mother, because we're not time outing you and we're not putting you in a corner. There's a difference in how we teach, right? That we grew up with, as how we was raised from our parents, that we're gonna preach upon our children. Sorry.
Okay.
That we're gonna preach upon our children, right? And we know that white people and black people don't raise their kids the same way. That's fact.
I didn't say that.
So that's
Well,
one
let me. I guess my dad, he must have internally been black, because even though my dad was white, he parented like a black person. My dad didn't play no games, baby.
That's what I just said to her about
And
my ex-husband.
Tracy will confirm. My dad did not play any games. My mother, my black mother, was not my disciplinarian. It was my white father who was my disciplinarian.
So was my husband. I was not the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
Me and my baby was like this.
Yeah.
He was the one that was our
brings it-
tyrant.
Which brings it to my point.
Sounds like y'all got to get to know each other because that's
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like we can be we can exchange a lot of stories.
little girl go sit down in the corner. No, he was
No,
not
no,
that.
no,
Larry,
no.
Uncle Larry
Not in
was
any way, shape, or
a
form.
black man.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. I used to say it all the time, like he was the whitest black man I ever seen.
Listen here. I had a lamp, you guys, and you may know this and may remember and when I tell you this, but I left it for the fact that he went to discipline my child, and for me, men's hands are too heavy,
Uh-huh.
and he was a heavy hand, no matter
Yeah.
what he did, and I had to bust the lamp upside his head.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to discipline my child because he was that spoiled. What is it? The old fashioned saying, "Spoil the rod." What is it? Spoil the child. Do something to the rod.
Fear the rod or something like that. Yeah.
Seen and not heard. He was part of that whole
Oh wow.
living.
Okay,
right?
so I have a question for you.
Okay. Okay.
So when it gets down to
Absolutely.
personal
Yes.
struggles, so tell us.
Yes. 1,000%. I hear y'all.
So,
And I'm gonna get to
so
all
we
you
done
guys
got to
too. I
we done
see
got
questions.
to the we done got to the point that you had a black mother, a Caucasian father.
Yes.
Our family didn't look at it as
Nope.
everybody. We was just all the same.
I was treated as every other cousin.
Okay,
And as
So-
she should have.
As I should be. I was
Tell
no
me-
special, no more
tell me
special
outside.
than or less special than any of the other cousins.
Andrea
Tell
is like
us-
this with all of her DeAndre, Sierra.
tell us
Dre,
outside of that your struggles,
the only one.
your
was Tasha.
your personal struggles
Ever heard Deborah? Tasha?
with knowing
You know,
it now. Even though the family made you comfortable,
We were two.
Oh yeah.
and we were
1,000%.
normal. Tell us the struggles outside of that you had to deal with.
within your own.
Fortunately,
I know she battled a lot.
my mom and my dad. I won't say my mom because she didn't raise me by herself. My mom and my dad raised a strong woman with me. So I have never had any internal struggles about who I am and where I came from.
Yep.
Never.
And you know what? I promise you.
Have you
sound
been
just
have
like
you,
my
have you-
daughter?
have you been
You
approached?
sound just like my daughter.
Yeah.
Like she had no problem telling anybody and everybody where she came from.
You know, at
Get out
different,
of
like
here.
I was saying earlier,
here's
at
my
different
point.
points, at different
My
points in my
point.
life, I've had to experience different things. Whereas, like I said, when I
Black
moved to a
people,
Hispanic
black
neighborhood,
girls want to call
when I
you white
look
girl.
Hispanic, I talk black. So that, you know, having to explain, I'm not Hispanic. I'm not Hispanic. I'm black and I'm white. And this is why, you
My
know,
mother's black, my daddy's white.
Exactly.
What?
So then when I went to college and I was around a lot of black people again, but college age black people, you know, because a lot of black people weren't, you know, familiar with biracial people or Hispanic people. So, you know, they're looking at me like, why is this white girl talking like that? You know, like,
Right.
why are you trying to be
I
something?
get it.
Why are you trying to be something you're not? You know, and then constantly having to explain, I am black. I am black. I'm not trying to be
saying
something
to
that I'm
them,
not.
my mother's black, my daddy's white, my
Exactly.
mother's black, my daddy's
Okay.
white.
Exactly.
So
So I'm
annoying.
gonna throw
I get
out
it.
all the questions because this show is about getting to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
What about jobs? What about you're married now, but before you were married, what about your in-laws? What about other people fitting in everything's been 100, or have
I've been fortunate enough to never have, experienced the negativity that I hear other biracial people experience. Thank God. And
that's awesome.
again, because I'm such a strong-minded person, I don't fall for peer pressure or anything like that. Never have. So I've
Absolutely.
never
Oh,
felt
she
that
knows she's gonna come
outside
back. I
influence,
promise.
to be what someone else wanted me to be, or to not be who I am. I have never ever ever felt that pressure, or felt like I needed to do anything one way or the other, or accept or deny one half of myself, to please anyone, never.
Absolutely. And I
Now,
love that.
I will
I love
say
that.
that as far as marriage is concerned, my first marriage, I was married to a Puerto Rican man. My now husband is black. I do feel that because um, I grew up mostly around my black family, and that's what's comfortable to me is, the black culture and the black foods and the black parties and,
Yeah.
all those things. That's what's comfortable to me.
You
So
sound
when
like my daughter once again.
Yeah, because
She doesn't date and
because
she refuses, like, she likes to date black men, like, period. Like,
okay,
she's
yeah,
dated
that's what I was getting
Puerto
to. So,
Ricans, but she
where
likes
now
a black man.
now being married to a black man, it's more comfortable, like as far as, like the old school TV shows that I used to watch. We can relate to those, like, all the old school R&B songs. He can relate to that, so
Yes.
it's more comfortable for me being in a relationship with a black man versus when I was married to a Hispanic man, where we didn't have that familiarity.
yes. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm trying to do because
Yep,
I'm trying to get in your
absolutely.
head.
Yeah,
No, I
absolutely.
get it because
Let's do it.
I
Yeah,
totally get it. I mean,
I'm
I
trying to
know
get in your
exactly
head
what you're
because
referring to.
there's ups and downs whether you're biracial,
Yeah.
African American,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican, whatever.
But people don't realize
There's
that
always
there is
something
even
going
sometimes
on.
extra because people think and assume because she's light skinned that she can get away and do all these different things, right? Because once they discover, and some still think, oh, she's a white girl. Some, once they find out and understand where she come from, they know immediately because she's about it. Not trying to start nothing, but she will finish stuff with you. Like
Yes.
yeah. I'm not that
And
girl.
I have experienced that where, they let my outer appearance, fool them. And I
Fool
have to
them.
tell some people all the time, like, don't let this light skin fool you. Don't
That
let
she
it
used to
fool you.
say it all the time.
That's what I'm
Absolutely.
talking about.
And I loved it because that let me know that I raised a strong female, period, right? To defend herself. Because I know as being a biracial, shit ain't easy, period. I know. I listen to,
You mean as being a biracial mother?
yeah, as a mother,
Yeah.
I listened to my daughter come home talking about how some of the girls used to say, what are you? Who are you? Your mom ain't black. That ain't your mom. You don't
Hmm.
look like your mom just because they can't get past the light and dark skin. But
Yeah.
if you put my daughter next to me, we look she looks just like me. She looks like my mini me. But people see color and see that light skin, and she's exactly as you are, and then see me and go, that ain't your mom. They used to tell my niece, Sierra, that's your mom. That's not her mom.
Okay, so let me interrupt really
And that
quick,
would,
you
that
guys.
would really
Excuse me.
irritate her.
My cousin, her brother, we put the
Is he
we
on?
put that email in. So here's the correct email. He said, Pete Pepin
Yeah, that's
at
what we had.
AOL. I thought we had AL.
AOL.
AOL.
That's an old
.com.
AOL.com.
She put that in there for you, cousin. You gotta
I
you
did.
gotta
I
go
put
to it and
Pete
click on it.
Pippin at
Pepin.
AOL. Pepin. PEPIN at AOL.com. I put that exactly in.
So Alexis is on here, Kisa,
Uh-huh. Okay.
your little cousin. She's got
Biracial children.
yes, two twins, little girls, and a little boy,
Yes.
and they look like you.
Yes. I see the
And
photos all the time. Super cute.
super cute. And she's just. What advice do you have for her? Because she just had, I forget the experience. Alexis, come on here and tell
know
them
you do.
the experience. Oh, here it is. She went somewhere
She will.
and she had all three of the kids.
It's true.
But Diane, named after my mother, she's your complexion.
Okay.
She is.
Shy,
And actually
shy.
a little milkier.
Shy, yeah, she's actually a
Little
little,
milkier.
she's a little whiter.
Yeah.
Di
She's like my cousin Jamie. Jamie
I mean,
Jones.
Shy is my complexion or a little lighter.
Okay.
Love and Anthony, I call him Love.
Okay.
He is a little darker than you. He's like a little darker.
Okay.
But so they went somewhere and somebody, a kid or somebody came up to her and said, "Oh, who are they? And who are they?" And she named off who they were, right? And then they looked over at Diane and they said, "Well, who is she?" And she was like, "She's my child too."
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?" But she's actually a twin to this other little girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not chocolate, but I'm gonna call her chocolate because she's her complexion.
In comparison. In comparison.
She like me. Put it like
Yeah.
me.
So Shy's over here, our complexion, and Di is your complexion, and that little girl couldn't understand it at all.
And that they're twins.
So I told Alexis,
And that they're twins.
I said, Alexis, that's your first experience.
Yeah. And I'm sure there will be many more.
Give her give Alexis some advice.
You know, I would say try, you know, as hard as it is, because those are her children and they're innocent babies.
Thank you.
You know, what I've learned is that people are just ignorant. You know, people are just ignorant. They don't know, you know, and that's why it's so important for us to have these discussions about, you know, biracial people, because, you know, we can look like anything, you know what I mean? And sometimes we look like we're not white or black. Sometimes we look like we could be Hispanic and we get mistaken for such. But, you know, my advice would be to just, you know, handle the situation, correct them. You know, you don't gotta go crazy unless it's something that's threatening the children. But let people know, like, hey, these are my children. This is what it is. And that's it. And that's all. You know?
One more thing. So Alexis's mother, my sister,
Right.
his cousin, is Kisa's complexion.
Very light skinned.
Sister, you're talking to Sid.
Yes,
What
my-
you
I'm
stop
talking to
saying
the
that?
audience. I'm talking to the fucking
Don't
audience.
say my sister Sid.
I'm talking to them.
Don't say my sister Sid.
So my
Talking
sister,
about my sister.
my sister Sid is Kisa's complexion.
With
colored eyes and her
Green eyes, just like mine.
green eyes, but they still look just alike. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all look just
Sid's
alike. Eyes change with the seasons.
Yeah.
So does mine. Mine change with the season and depending on what I'm wearing. Yes.
Yes, and when
My
we
daughter has
were
light
little
brown.
in
They
Minnesota,
go real light.
Uh-huh.
I had to
to
put them
dark.
up because everybody was like, "Her daddy white. Her daddy's a white man."
Oh wow.
But that came from our grandmother. Our grandmother.
Yes.
Our grandmother is Kisa and Sid's complexion.
Yes.
1,000%.
She looked like a white woman.
I remember
Yes.
her. I
So-
remember her.
Yes, I know
Very
you do.
well.
Fool, I'm talking to them. So, anyway, that was 55 years ago. I'm just saying, I remember my grandmother.
Because we used to go to Chicago. Me
Yes.
and you kicking it all together.
She's family, y'all. Okay?
But we used to go every Thursday. Tell us.
Yes, we did. We went out every
Kicking.
week. So, my sister
Driving.
Sid
Talking
is.
about. Yeah.
She knows
thank you.
exactly. Only her daddy was black.
Yeah.
Generational from our grandmother,
Yeah, that's where that gene kicked in.
because Sid looks identical to mother.
Yes.
Identical.
I believe that too.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
identical.
Because see, I used to think Sid looked so much like your mom, but now as you're older, you look just like Diane
mother.
to me.
Mhm.
But you all are a product of your
My
grandmother.
grandmother. Yeah.
1
So
billion
Kisa
percent.
got it from both sides.
Both sides.
You say.
Both sides.
Our grandmother was her complexion.
Yeah.
My sister Sid,
Well, that was like my dad.
Yes, they're like.
My dad was light skinned like my daughter.
So what I was saying is that Sid,
Yep.
I would put him up because my sister would be mad, like jealousy.
Yeah.
It'd be so much. I know you went through it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yes. You know, it gets frustrating when you feel like you constantly have to explain who you are, you know, and not feel like, you know, you're gonna
Validated.
allow someone to take that away from you.
And
Like, you can't take
validated
that away
of
from
who
me.
you
I
are.
am who I am, and nothing you do or say is gonna be able to take that away from me. You know what I mean?
Standing on that.
I know.
Yeah. Let me tell
That's
you.
right. I am who I am, and I came from a black woman. Whether you want to admit it, accept it or not, I came
That's
from
right.
a black
That's
woman.
your problem.
That's right.
That's
Let me tell y'all a little quick story.
That's one of my favorite aunties.
When-
That's right.
When my
When they
daughter
came from the same woman.
And I'm extremely proud to have come from her.
yeah.
Extremely.
Yep.
Shout out to my auntie.
That's right.
Taught you
Shout out
well,
to my
baby. She
auntie.
taught you well.
Auntie,
Yes, you
Auntie,
did.
we miss you, Auntie Millie, Auntie
That's right.
Family. We miss all y'all.
Auntie Ann, we miss all of you guys.
Stories because I had so much of this that this back and forth, hearing that girls want to fight her and all of this back and forth. People want to fight her. People want to fight her. When I discovered who wanted to fight her, it was a light skin, and her best friend was dark skin.
Okay.
Now it was Andrea,
Okay.
and it was my niece Sierra.
Okay.
So you know they are night and day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Sierra's
Who
chocolate.
wanted to fight your daughter?
A young lady that Andrea went to school with
Okay.
that was light skinned,
Okay.
just like Andrea.
Okay.
No different, just like you, baby.
Just mad for no reason.
And then the other one was dark skinned like Sierra.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to fight them because
Because of
first
what?
and foremost, they was the most popular. Okay.
Who
I
was the
mean,
most popular?
My daughter.
Okay.
And
And,
she was-
her cousin.
Yes, my daughter was captain of everything that she did, from
Okay.
sports, all sports, right? So, you know what I did? I had enough. I said, I'm finna take you to meet these bitches to fight. I done had enough of this shit. Let me see what's going down right here, right now. I took them, and if Kiera joins in, which she probably will, she jumped in with me, which is another little young lady that I took in, but we jumped in the vehicle and we took them down the street to the park and we waited for them.
Right.
And I said, now look at y'all. Because it was my first time seeing it. And I'm like, you're light bright like my daughter, and you're chocolate like my niece. And y'all got a problem with these two
And y'all look
that
like
look just like y'all.
Mhm.
Like, what is happening?
it's terrible.
Mhm.
Well, nevertheless, all said and done, Andrea and the girl, which was Brittany, they became best friends.
Okay.
Invincible, best friends, done, hands down. So my point is sometimes it's fighting over stupid dumbness
Oh, yeah.
based
Yeah.
on your color. She's
Absolutely.
light skinned and I think she's pretty. She's dark skinned and I think she's prettier than me. Like, stupidly, right? Because in their head, but I can tell you that my two were focused. Like, what is their problem?
Mhm.
Why do they have a problem with us? I mean, we're both light skinned, we're both dark skinned. Like, why do they want to fight? Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Color, complexion of skin. You know, sometimes we're our own worst enemy too. You know what I mean? And women are the worst. Women are the absolute worst. You know.
So imagine my Chicago family, Kisa.
Damn right, Deborah. People thought that we was white
We
girls and
are-
we had to show them.
We are
Sure did.
after we
too.
did the family
We did.
thing at your home.
Yes.
I got so many inboxes and so many
I'm gonna bring
calls
that back up, Deb.
because our family don't nobody know what we are.
I like to call us the Rainbow Coalition because we got the lightest of the light and the darkest of the dark and everything in between.
Yes.
I like to call us the Rainbow
So
Coalition.
so imagine you got your daughter Andrea I got a whole family of them.
Alonzo's kids. He's got a child that's Puerto Rican, half Puerto
I'm
Rican.
talking about we got a
And
whole.
then
We got it all. We got it all.
looks
Funny
like-
story is
My nephew Lawan,
Yeah.
little Ivory,
Yes.
he's like,
and you know, I hang out with my nieces because they're closer to my age than my siblings because I'm the youngest of 9. So my nieces are closer to my age than my siblings are. So I grew up being like sisters with my nieces.
Right.
So I hang out with my nieces, my niece Cindy, who's light skinned, and then her sister Monique, who is like Tracy's complexion. So they're like you and Sid with the light and the dark.
Yes.
And then I hang out with my other nieces, Adrian, and you know, where she's a little tan skin or whatever. So we would go out clubbing and stuff, and then, you know, if Monique was talking to a guy, and he'd be like, "Oh, who you here with?" And I'd be over across doing whatever, and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm here with my aunt," and he's like, "Where's your aunt?" And she's like, "She's over there," and he's like, "I can't see because the white lady is in my way," and she's like,
That's her.
"She's my aunt."
That's my aunt, and I'm kicking it with her.
And nobody would believe her like that. Like, come on, that is not your aunt. And she's like, "That is my aunt. That is my
Isn't
mother's
something?
sister."
But you know
Yeah.
I think it was a lot more. Honestly, I think it's always been a lot more difficult for Black people to get it than for white people. And I'm just telling you from experience, from my daughter all the way to me being born and raised here in Minnesota, right? You get somebody that comes from Chicago, you get somebody that comes from Mississippi, you get somebody that comes. They've always used to say we sound like white girls. What does that mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm educated, because I learned how to speak.
Yeah.
I have to be a white girl.
And for me, I received that on the flip side where everybody's thinking I sound like a Black girl. Like,
Yes.
what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You're
Right.
right. But like I said to you, it's demeanor to me. I can always 9 out of 10 spot a light skin that has a Black mother versus a white mother. It's just something that comes off of you.
Yeah.
And I think it's a reflection off your mother,
Yeah.
right? That just exudes.
Okay.
And I just know it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a tough question.
Okay, let's do it.
That's about right. 10 minutes. And then we
So
gotta move.
let's talk about in the house with your siblings. They were
Okay.
Puerto Rican and Black,
Yes.
Caucasian and Black, right?
Yes.
So if there was there any difference or was there any bias in the home?
No, not at all. Not from my perspective. Now I can't give from my siblings' perspectives. I can only give from my perspective.
Okay.
So I did not ever witness any treatment by anybody, you know, because of anything, you know, as far as my father is concerned, he was their stepfather.
Yes.
My father never referred to my siblings as his stepchildren. He always said his children.
You did not. You did not.
He took care of all the grandkids as if they were his biological grandkids.
You did.
Okay.
He even named some of the kids.
Yes.
So, you know, that never, not from my perspective. No.
Bad
No.
not have. Bad not have.
I know that's right. I know that's right. No, never.
You know I gotta give you the tough ones because you are the guest.
No, I'm here for it, honey. I'm here for it.
Yes, so
I'm here for it.
I want to invite the audience. Do you have any questions for my beautiful cousin Kisa as far as being biracial? If you have any questions, put them in there now so she can answer them for you.
Damn, I had some.
Because we're gonna.
And I'm an open book. I'm an open book.
Yes, that's why she's on here. Andrea couldn't make it, but we had Andrea to come on as well. We want your questions. If you got something to ask her, let's get it.
I wish is my brother able to get on so we can hear his question?
He wasn't. We're probably
My
gonna have
sister
to do it
said-
again next week because
Yeah,
Mary, we got a lot
don't
of
get it
topics.
twisted afterwards. Everybody wants.
Yeah, I would have loved to have heard his perspective growing up in the same house, you know, if he had a different perspective, you know.
Yes.
What you say,
absolutely.
Keisha? Say it again.
I said I would have loved to have heard his perspective growing up in
Oh,
the
he
same house.
had. I've been talking to him, and he had an opinion but I don't know what's going on. You were able to get
Cause
on.
see, even he can even come on to you.
He tried to. I
Live
told him
on
to try
here.
again. Sixto, try again.
Remember, he was the only one that had static last week.
Yeah, nope. Somebody else told me they had it.
Oh, they did.
Yes.
Somebody else did
Yeah.
too. Okay.
So I've
thought it
been
was
telling
just him.
Sixto to try again. Come on here and give us,
everybody
give
else
us your
was.
opinion.
Yeah.
But you know,
And now I do think some of my siblings, you know, some may have leaned more toward the Hispanic side versus some may have leaned more toward the black side, you know, and with their choices of spouses as well, you know, some prefer Hispanic, some prefer black, you know, whereas me, I had no preference in men, you know, I dated everybody, all kinds. I was an equal opportunity dater. I dated
She said I was an equal opportunity. Yeah, my daughter was too, girl.
I had no preference.
But now her preference is what it is. But
Yeah.
But now, I will say I am extremely comfortable being married to a black man. I am extremely comfortable. Yeah.
nice.
Even though my children
to the
are
black man.
father's Puerto Rican.
Shout out to the black man.
Woo!
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love him.
Okay, cousin. Okay, cousin.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's see. Oh, there you are. Sixto, I see your comments. You said you tried both. Try again, cousin.
You guys sent them the link, the email link as well?
You got the link, baby, so you should have just been able to.
You should have, yeah, the same way I did it.
Just like your sister did. Sister?
Yep.
Just like your sister did. Click the link and you're coming on.
Yeah.
Should have been able to do
So,
the exact same
so
thing.
people that know Tracy and see me and say, "What are you?" Because everybody thinks mistakes me to be native.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So everybody in Minneapolis or people that are familiar with me, you can get a little understanding with my first cousin and how she looks. And we are blood cousins.
First cousins.
First cousins.
Yeah.
Our
Our mothers are sisters. Yes.
I think
So
people
a lot
just
of
be
people in
twisted
Minnesota
out,
be
'cause
like,
I get people
"Tracy,
coming up to me speaking
what are y'all?"
Spanish, and I be like,
They be like, "What are you?"
Taquito.
I
I can't.
So now I'll give you a little understanding on who I am through seeing somebody else in my family, in my blood family. And there's a lot of different looks. We have a lot of different looks in my
Absolutely.
family.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Look, we do.
A lot of
I love
beautiful
my
women.
grandmother.
A lot of beautiful women in our family. I was looking around at the party and everybody, I was like, oh my gosh, you know,
Oh my
when I was
God, the
looking at
party was awesome.
oh my, I was so happy, so happy.
I
It
know
was
you
such a
was
beautiful
all over
outcome.
your face. You could see it.
I was so happy. It was such a beautiful outcome.
It was. Everybody showed up, and we
Had a
acted
great
like
time.
family. We acted like we missed each
Yes,
other.
yes, that's what was important, is that we all
Which is always
celebrated
nice.
and loved each other, and
Oh my
it
God!
was a
And she
great
said,
time.
her and her husband
Yeah.
set that shit
Yeah.
set it out.
Beautiful.
I mean, everybody. You couldn't say, "Can you think I can have another drink?" That
No,
was bullshit.
That was not even
Food
no
everywhere,
equation. Nice.
partying.
Nice.
It was
Yep.
beautiful, cousin. I love you so much.
thank you. I love you
You and
too.
your
I'm
husband,
so
and
glad
we
you guys made it.
really appreciate you coming on. You
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad you guys had me.
You can stay tuned in with us if
I'ma
you
keep
want
you
to.
on.
Absolutely. I feel privileged to be here. I'm so glad you guys had me.
Yes, and we
He
and
just
and
asked to
hopefully
join Gmail. He said.
say that again now.
He said he just asked to join your Gmail.
Oh, Pito.
Yeah. Me? Yeah, you on Riverside.
So if I do that,
Don't mess up
right,
nothing.
because that's exactly because
Leave
he
it alone.
should be able to just join on the Google
Pito.
that I sent him.
Pito, we're
Right,
gonna
I sent him the Google link.
Pito, we're gonna do it again. I promise.
Otherwise
you,
it
cousin,
may
you,
go.
you know you my guy.
Look, otherwise it may be gone.
I'm gonna put you on here. Believe it. If we can't get you on tonight, you on, cousin.
You know he
right.
likes to get on with his baby sister. He's like, I want to get on with my baby
I
sister.
know. He like.
So excited, baby. I mean, I gave you the link. Like, hopefully, maybe you can keep trying it and jump on, and we'll see you.
I
Yes,
tell
It
you,
takes this takes up to 20 people, just so you know.
Oh,
We can have
okay.
20
Pizza,
people on
I
that
talk
box
to
out.
him every morning. we run out of conversation, and then
Oh wow.
we make up shit so that we can be in touch with each other. And my cousin be like, "Oh, so ask me the same question." I say, "Cousin, I'll call you later when I got some content."
Girl, he calls every time he calls me, it's the same introduction every time. Hey is for horses. And I'm like, what do you want? Get off my phone. He's like, I'm gonna call James and tell James. I'm like, James, do not run me.
Lord have mercy. He is something else. He is something
I mean,
else.
he says the same thing every single time he calls me. But you know what, Pito, we grew up in the house together because we were him, my brother right before me, Miguel, and myself, we were the last three in the house.
Yes.
And my sister's coming in and out, occasionally or whatever. But yeah, Pito, he was a fun brother. We used to play hide and go seek in the dark, and he would always do that fun stuff with us as children.
So I'm older than you, and when I came to live with our grandmother, and when I came to live with mother, Pito used to come over there and pick me up and take me to the movies.
Oh, okay.
He would take me to the movies. He'd take me fun places out of all the older cousins. Sixto came and got me and seen about me. That's why we like it today.
Yeah. So who are you?
Some of the families be like, why they so tight?
He's always
that man used to come and get me when I was a little girl.
And you know what? And that's a shame that family would have to question why two cousins are tight. You know what I mean? You're tight because you're cousins. That's it. Okay. There he is.
There he is. Told you he gonna tell me to get on if he can get on. Told you he would.
We was just talking about you, cousin.
Well, this is great because I got a whole lot of good conversation.
Now I heard about Keisha said that household. The household was saying we treated no different than anybody else.
That's right. We were all treated the same.
It wasn't no special treatment for nobody.
Okay, so Sixto, give us a quick, because we're going to go on to some other things and we're going to continue this.
Go ahead.
Because I really want her and Andrea to be on.
But
together.
I want you to give us.
So we don't have you back on.
Your perspective from a male's point of view.
Being biracial, like have you ever felt like you had to choose one way or the other?
It was difficult, like I said, back then, when you had to go fill out a paper application and they asked you for race. And it was a black, Hispanic, Indian, African American, this and that. And I'm like trying to figure out, damn, they only want me to put one down. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna circle both of them. I put black and Hispanic, and if they got a problem with it, then they ask me, I was like, hey, I'm both.
Yeah, I'm both. That's right.
So you did what she did. I wrote a word on it.
I never even knew my brother did that. Me and my brother have never had this conversation, so I never even knew he did that.
Okay.
But I did it. I did it too.
Okay.
Like growing up, like I said, like I told you, Tracy. Like I said, we grew up in a dominant. It was some whites there, not many. Remember Timmy Miller?
Yeah.
Okay, it was a few whites there when we moved over there. But like I said, some of my black, some of my friends would call me French vanilla, white chocolate.
Oh my God.
And stuff like that. Which it didn't bother me. Then I had some friends would say, tell me that you ain't black. I said, how come I ain't black? I said, because I ain't dark as you, that I'm not black. I'm just as black as you is.
I know you acted black one time. You came down here. Somebody got in his way.
Oh God!
He jumped his ass out there. What you say, mother?
It's something else when somebody thinks that.
Did he go down to Minnesota clowning Tracy?
He came to Minnesota and clowned his ass.
Oh my God!
I'm from Minnesota, and I don't like when people try me. Right?
I cannot.
I'm a white lady.
I'm not surprised.
I'm proper, but I will fuck your ass up. See, I can change at the drop of a goddamn dime. Don't play with me.
Girl, my brother is insane. My brother is crazy.
Yep, I get it.
What was that about?
Have to.
I don't know. We went somewhere and the guy wouldn't let me get out. And I'm trying to figure out, dude, you going in the wrong way. And I'm going out the right way, but you ain't gonna let me out. And he said something, and I just jumped out the car like, man, who do you think you talking to?
It wasn't that nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe it. I believe it. My brother, he asked questions later. Fight
Yes.
first, ask questions later.
Yes.
I'm
But
that
hey,
person too,
but
though.
you always,
And
but
he's
you
her
always
brother.
Unfortunately,
And
I'm
he's
that
her
person.
brother, and he acts like my brother.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he calls me every day and check on me.
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm mad about something,
Yeah.
well, wait a minute, wait,
Why?
because
What's
I'll
going on?
fuck some shit up.
Yep,
But-
that's how he
but-
like when we moved to a new neighborhood and I didn't want to go outside. He would take me to the window like, why you don't want to go outside? Who's messing with you? Is it that person? Is it that person? Is it that? I'm like, oh my god, I just don't want to go outside. Like,
But like I said, one thing, Keisha, you know, I'm always there for every last one of y'all.
yes, absolutely, you're the best big brother ever. You're the best big brother ever.
I love you to death.
Well,
I have great siblings. All my siblings are great siblings, especially, you know, I lost my dad at 19. I lost my mom at 28 when I was pregnant. And my siblings have stepped up 100% and been there for me every step of the way. I couldn't have asked for better siblings. A funny story, when I was younger, I used to hate having so many siblings because it was like I had a bunch of mothers and fathers. Pito never like tried to tell me what to do. Pito was never that type of brother. Mainly my sisters trying to be my mother. And I used to couldn't stand. I used to like pray, like, God, why couldn't you make me an only child? But now that I'm older and I'm an adult, you know,
But now that you're older,
now that I'm an adult, oh my God, I don't know what I would do without my siblings. I don't know what I would do without my siblings.
absolutely, absolutely.
I say
Shout
one
out
thing.
to Keisha.
I mean, we,
thank you,
And,
baby.
and
I
so
so
y'all stay
appreciate you.
here, stay right here.
Yep.
Sandy,
Y'all continue tuning in with us. We finna get into some
Cassandra
more
got some
topics.
other. We'll bring this
Keisha,
topic back, y'all.
I really, both of you actually, I really want to get you back on when I know that I can actually, my daughter can join on. I just took
Absolutely.
a chance on it, but she obviously wasn't able to. But I filled in somewhat for her. But we're gonna come back to that definitely. So I
Absolutely.
definitely want to invite you guys back for it. But for now, y'all can stay tuned in.
Yes.
For everything else that
Chime in on this.
Yeah,
On this.
chime
shit.
in.
Chime
And we
chime
finna
in
talk
on
about
this. Whatever she got for us, y'all.
Yeah, because
Let's see
Absolutely.
what's happening.
So,
Okay.
Keisha,
so I'm gonna ask this question only because
Where we at? Is it on here or?
yeah, it's right there.
Okay.
Miss Brown, which is Chance's wife,
I got it.
her best
Chance, who
friend,
is Chance?
Chance the rapper.
Oh, okay. Well, you should explain it
Chance
to
the
me.
Rapper.
Okay, Chance
So,
the Rapper.
yeah. His wife's best friend decided that she was gonna sit on his lap. Is that appropriate? Is that okay? What do you
That's
think about it?
bullshit.
I'm just, I'm
You got it.
the question.
Okay, can I give my opinion first?
Go for it, please do.
I wish a bitch would. I wish a bitch would. He ain't gotta be my husband.
What would you do? No, he ain't gotta be your
I'm
husband.
not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell her.
Forget your husband.
That young
man,
That young lady.
husband.
That young
no
lady
matter.
gave her a chance to get up. I'm cypher on the floor. 'Cause she shouldn't never did it. Never.
But guess what?
So let's ask them. Let's ask Keisha.
And y'all, everybody
Keisha
that
has a husband.
in,
Okay.
If your friends come to sit her funky ass on your man's lap.
Oh, girl, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
she ain't never finna be that best of
They are both going to the hospital.
We ain't friends no more. We ain't friends like that. We ain't never been friends like that. That you ever.
No, hell no. No, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. We don't do that.
You had that happen to you recently?
Yeah.
Or?
No, hell no, not recently. But when I was
No, I'm
ma-
trying to find out in
when
what
I was
relationship.
when I was married and separated,
Okay.
you know about this. What the hell you do? Don't play. Yes, goddamn it, don't play with me. And don't let me call out names. I ain't
Juicy,
I ain't ashamed to say.
Okay, well, let's get
So I'm
to
gonna
it.
tell you.
Let's get to
look,
it.
Not my bro right here that's on watching, which is Deborah. Not Deborah.
Okay.
But my other sister, and I have 3 more. But she know who she is. She the oldest one. So I'm gonna put it that way. I'm gonna bring it all the way there. When I separated from my husband, for whatever reason, she thought it was okay to come to my house that I left I chose to
Oh,
walk
this happened
out
in your house?
here.
I would still be in prison. I would still be in prison.
Maybe it was.
It was over North.
Maybe who cares? Does it really matter
I
where
know,
it
but
happened?
you said she came to your
Well,
house.
because she was coming over here when I wasn't here no more. What the fuck are you coming over here to visit him for?
Right.
Doesn't make sense to me. But anyways,
Okay.
she sat on his lap.
And who told you that bullshit?
A couple of people.
Okay.
A couple of people.
Facts?
Facts. It's facts.
Okay.
Ain't no lies.
Okay.
Wow.
And
You know I'm the allegedly lady.
see, for me, alleged my ass. You know it was facts.
No, I just want
You know it was facts. Stop saying alleged. You know it was facts. Cut it out. Facts, y'all. Sorry. Facts, okay? Facts. Was I upset about it? Not because of that. I was more pissed off that, bitch, why do you think you can do that? Why would you think, no matter if I'm separated from my husband or not, why do you think that would be a right move for you to do? What is your point for wanting to sit on his lap? What was your point for that?
To prove to you that she could.
Huh?
So you know how women do. That's to prove to you that she could. That was
no,
a
no,
slap.
no, no.
That was a slap in your face.
No, prove to no.
I would still be in prison.
You said, can you please do that some more? That was not
'Cause what other reason would she have to do that?
right. And I know who he was, and I'm sure he probably eased her up off at some point in time or whatever. But that's not my point. My point is,
Shit, he
is
should have
for whatever-
whacked her off.
Yeah, he should have.
You know,
But for
you know
whatever
what?
reason, she did it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was done.
Okay.
And to me, that shit is fucking inappropriate.
It's very
To the
inappropriate.
Fullest level.
Yes,
I
sir.
would- First
Yeah.
of all,
I wish a
I've never
woman would
sit
talk
on
about
no
sitting on my
man's
lap.
lap
Yeah,
outside of my own man.
I know you wouldn't go for that.
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't know nothing about it.
Why would you even think?
Girl, I would pay somebody to try to sit on my husband's lap.
Okay,
I
so
wish a
she's
bitch
lucky
would.
that I didn't come and whoop her ass. She is lucky that I didn't come whoop her ass, because I
Okay.
didn't.
I wish a bitch would.
I was in a peaceful place.
Okay.
See, I left all
Have you
the-
ever confronted her about it to this day?
You know what? I never have. Because until I started doing this today,
Mm-hmm.
it actually popped up.
Okay.
But best your ass. I'm finna ask her about that because I'm finna be going right over to my mama's house, and I'm gonna ask her because I don't know under what level or circumstances you would ever think that would be appropriate under any level. I would never sit under any man's lap outside of my man. Period.
That's
that doesn't
right.
even make sense to me. What
That's
are
right.
you doing?
But
Where are
she-
you going
but-
with that?
but
What are
she-
you trying? What are you hoping?
So this is a problem that you
Girl,
and her,
bye.
that you and her have to talk about.
Hey, Amy. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
baby.
hey, hey. This is a problem that you and her have to talk about, right? But what if it gets
It's
heated?
not gonna be talked about.
What you gonna get violent? Oh, you gotta talk about it. It's your sister.
Well, I would hate to have to twist her up though if she decided to get real. I mean, this is gonna be a simple conversation.
Hey, I'm just getting to it.
But if I had to fucking twist her up and behind the shit, I would do so. If it led to that, I don't want it to happen. I don't never look for that to happen. But if she
Yeah.
tried to be a smart ass,
Roberta
just
said.
like I had to,
Roberta said.
just like I had to.
So like that's definitely warranted. Like in that situation, that's something that I don't know. There ain't no discussion when something like that happens.
Back
There's
in
no
July,
dis-
I had to
You
be
see, I'm
thirsty and
quiet.
touched.
Like what happened?
yeah, there's no
Back in July,
discussion.
you guys, I had to jump over.
Because there's nothing that she would be able to explain to me was a legitimate reason for her to do that. Nothing.
No legitimate reason whatsoever.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can say.
Absolutely
This is
not.
Just like back in July, I think that I'm pretty peaceful. I think that I've grown to a point that shut up, Tracy. That I'm pretty peaceful. But what I do know is that I will blow up from 0 to 2,000 in a point half a second, right? And I had to do that back in July,
Okay.
and it cost me
Okay.
to do it. I'm living with it right now, right?
Okay.
But it cost me because I had to jump over the vehicle like Starsky and Hutch.
And beat somebody.
No one should ever say, no one should ever have to say to me, bitch, you lucky I brought your anything back to me. No one should ever have to say that. First of all, you took my phone. My sister took my phone. See, this is her again. Once again, she's always
It's
in
the
the middle
same
of something. Took my phone. I caught it instantly. I told her to bring my phone back. They were at the freeway. She chose to let the bitch that she knows not going to bring it right back to me have my phone. I didn't get my phone for almost 3 hours. So when she came to bring the phone to me finally, she told me, bitch, you lucky I brought your phone.
And that's all she wrote.
I'm 54 years old. Who the fuck are you talking to? First of all, I didn't leave my phone in your vehicle. I didn't any of that. I didn't have no bad beef or blood with you. Why are you speaking to me in this manner to begin with, right? So instantly my blood is going to go from 0 to 2,000 because
You're boiling.
and not only that,
You're
forgive me,
You're boiling right now.
but honestly, forgive me for saying this, because it really wouldn't matter what race it was, but she was white on top of it, and I'm not gonna tolerate it under no circumstances. I don't give a fuck, and I'm not standing down from what I just said. I'm holding to that. Period. You're not, who are you talking to? My grandson was sitting on the steps watching this. Do you think I wanted to do this? My great niece was sitting on the stairs. Do you think they're 11 and 10? Do you think I wanted them to see that? But at the same token, there's no one that you're never gonna talk to me sideways for no reason, and then you think that no, I'm gonna have to get you.
So we got
I'm gonna have to get you.
We got a comment on here, y'all. We got Roberta. Roberta Ross said, she may say it was nothing. She said, my sister sat on my husband's lap. Let me find it. Sat on my husband's lap playing around. We all family. I know that my sister would never come on to my husband. Lies.
Yeah, I can tell you, I never trust that, because
What y'all say about that? That's a comment, y'all.
I already know. And absolutely not. No,
She
I
said,
don't
was
buy
it
it.
a fact that you and your
You
husband
buy
were
that,
separated?
Deborah? You buy that, Deb?
She said, was it a fact that you and your husband were separated? She said it,
She
goddammit.
said, she's asking me, was the fact that it was me and my...
That's what she said.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
have 3 sisters, and never,
Even
ever.
worse, because I was separated from him. That may be even worse, because you thought that you can step in and sit on his lap. That may actually be even worse. Period. Point blank. That shit's foul.
No.
You don't
I have 3 sisters, and none of us would never. If my ex-husband is my ex-husband, he your ex-brother-in-law as
I
well.
would never sit on my sister Deborah's lap.
Never.
I would never in
Never.
a trillion years.
None of my family
Never.
members.
No.
That
Not a cousin, not a nothing.
Not a nobody.
never.
Not a nothing.
Never.
Never.
Never. I would
Not
never.
ever. Never.
That's foul, and so
So let's move
I have
on.
to ask that. So we're gonna move on.
What is this next one?
What would you do if a family member accuses you of making a gesture towards their man or a husband? Would you kill it or would you ignore it?
I tell you what, I'm gonna be honest. I have a little experience with that.
Oh wow.
Not on me. Not on me.
No.
No, it wasn't me doing the accusing. I was accused.
Oh wow.
I tell you what, that's pig blood, and I don't have it.
So, are you saying you was accused of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have, it to me that's about security within
Wrong with that.
yourself.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if I know I ain't cut like that, and I get accused of that, I want to know where the fuck that came
How
from.
about that person knows you're not cut?
Wait a
like
minute.
that?
I want to know where it came from, though. You need, and when I say where it came from, I ain't talking about gossip. I'm talking about in your mind,
Yeah, that's what I'm
your
talking.
thought of me.
Yeah. Where's that coming
Where
from?
did you get that in your mind, within yourself? And I didn't understand it, so I moved around from it. Because I don't play that shit.
Hey, cuz.
You
But
understand?
then you learn that she also said it to somebody else.
When
Hey,
you
cuz.
said it, what you say, P?
Yeah. Now me, I like I said, that I never would ever cross that line with none of all my friends, they got sisters and all that. If me and if I'm cool with your brother, if your sister liked me, I would never ever date any of my friends' sisters. Never ever will. I
Good.
just draw the line on that.
Yeah. It's just weird though. Anyways, like
Yeah. Okay,
why-
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
that's yeah. I mean, and it depends. Like, is the person who accused you, Tracy, is it someone who you are close
Close
with,
with?
or is it a distant?
we worked close.
You were.
Yeah.
And
well,
so what I had to do, here's what I had to do, y'all. First I prayed because I knew it was coming from a place that I didn't understand. So I had to pray about it so I could get some understanding because I knew that this person, I first, I didn't even really have to search myself, but I did it anyway. Like, where could she come up with that? Because, so I had to come down to the person that I am.
Yep.
Who I am,
1,000.
who I am is a confident person.
Yep.
You understand? I'm confident in myself. I love me.
Always
Okay.
have. Always will.
And I want to get along with all family members, all friends and folks. But I'm still going to be me, and I'm going to keep it in my circle. I'm not going to flaunt in front of nobody's man. I'm not going to overdo a conversation with somebody's man. I'm not going to think that I'm the finest. So many beautiful women in this
Too
motherfucking
many
world.
beautiful women in this world.
I love to see another beautiful woman. That's who I am. Because I love me. So when I see somebody that's just as fine as me, I love it.
Compliment
Amen.
all day long, every
So
day.
I had to wonder
Been part of our life.
what
always.
is going on in this person's head
Yeah.
to think that of me.
Yeah.
Really,
It was-
think that of you.
It was
Like,
devastating.
seriously.
It was devastating for me.
I know it was. I know. Like
It was
yeah.
devastating for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Because that's not
Is
my
that what caused the separation between you and the person?
It did. Only
Okay.
because I said enough is enough. This
Okay.
person was still playing it off. Oh, enough is enough. Suck one.
Yeah.
Okay?
Piece of shit.
It's over.
We ain't never
I'm not
doing
gonna
that
put
again.
myself in the position or to be around
No.
you and your man
No.
anymore because you're uncomfortable. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna take myself out of the equation. I don't want to be around it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I've never experienced that. I gotta say,
Never.
that's
I have.
unfortunate.
I have. And when you're, let me tell you something, when you're it's worse when you're single. I'm like, I have a man that
Yeah,
I'm satisfied with.
yeah,
I love my man.
Yeah.
But for your presence to bring that to another woman's mind, it baffles me. I want to know why.
I am trying to still figure it out, girl. That
My
don't make
presence,
no sense
my
to me.
presence, my presence.
That don't make no sense
my
to me. I'm
presence,
still
my
trying to
presence,
figure it out.
My presence disturbed you.
that's what it is.
Enough for you to make that up. and
That's
say,
what it is.
"Oh,
You must feel some kind of way about me that I must irritate your soul or make you uncomfortable in some kind of way.
Who wants what you got? What you got?
I'd rather bail. I'm a
Yeah.
bail.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get up
makes
out of it.
sense. Makes
I'm gonna
sense.
remove myself.
Yeah,
Never
Because
get
I
it.
don't want to make you uncomfortable because you already
Never.
done made me uncomfortable when I
Yeah.
heard the rumor.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't play rumors. I'm too old for rumors. You know.
Oh, so this person didn't say it to you? They said it to
Hell no, because it's a lie.
No, she
Okay.
just supposed to tell other people.
Oh, okay.
Lie.
She told other people that
You can't-
she did something.
You can't
Oh.
tell me. You can't look me in the face and tell me. That's a lie.
Yeah.
Because I don't carry myself as such.
Thank you, Amy.
I
Thank
carry
you,
myself
thank
as
you,
a lady.
Give us
at
some
all
hearts,
times.
y'all. Give us
But
some
anyway,
love,
I had
thumbs
that
up.
experience
Hit
with
the
that
hearts, hit
particular
the
question.
stuff.
What's the
You
next
see
question?
it.
Wow.
There's so many.
How
You
would
can
you
just pick
feel
one.
about your best friend calling your man and checking on him? You hot tonight.
Mm-mm.
How would you feel, Kisa? And how would you feel, Pito?
Does anyone have a
Because
best
it's,
friend
it's
that,
male or
that
female.
feels like they need to call and check on their
On your man or your
best
woman.
friend's man or woman, like just checking in with them to see how they doing? Is there a reason for that? Would there be a reason for that at all?
Thank you.
You know what? Okay, so like a legit best friend. I don't think I would have a problem with that if it was a legit best friend, because obviously if you're my best friend, I don't take friendships lightly. So if you're my best friend, you're my best friend for a reason, because I trust you 100%. So
Yes.
I would be okay with that. Like, and even with my siblings call my husband, if they need to talk to him about something
think
that's
that's
separate
okay.
from me, so, and I have absolutely no problem with that. My siblings love my husband loves my siblings. Same thing with, a best friend. My best friend, I would have no objection to that.
Here's the backlash to that.
Okay.
They start talking too much about their problems. What's happening
Say
between
it
both
again.
ways?
Say it again.
They get to talking too many times about what's happening, right?
Right.
Both ways,
Right.
of what's going wrong. Sometimes
You
that
might
draws-
not- you
that
might
end
not
up drawing people together, whether it be an emotional relationship or turn into, just because you're turning to that person and you're always able to spill your guts.
So you wouldn't
I
have it.
no.
And I get that. I totally understand that. I could see how that could happen. But again, that's where it's important to know your best friend. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a best friend that, would do anything like that to me, and vice versa. I would never do something like that. So, and if the tables were turned, if I called my best friend's husband for whatever reason, if he, let's say, if I found out he had cancer or something, and I just called, even though I would never do that because that's just the type of person that I am. I wouldn't call nobody else's man. But
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, I wouldn't do anything like that. And my best friend, she wouldn't either. But if she did, I knew it wouldn't be on no bullshit like that, because I don't hang around with people like that,
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking. That's not in my space.
I don't take friendships lightly, and I don't just befriend anybody,
For sure.
Uh,
And that
like
kind of
that.
reaches back to that: do you trust your friends around your man?
What
Yeah,
about you,
got a
Pico?
good friend.
Me? All right,
You ever call one of your friends' wives?
hell no. That's no, if I call her for him. If I call her for him, she answer the phone. I'd say, hey, how you doing? So and so, this and that. But for like me calling, nah.
Yeah,
Like
where
saying,
your
you know,
husband? Like how
and
you
you know, I only got one best friend. That's Red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he
you
called,
ain't calling Red's
like I said,
wife
no, Red's not married. He never been
if he
married.
was married.
But if he was, would you call his wife?
No, but I call his girlfriend because she lives here in Chicago, and I call her and I was like, hey, have you talked to Anthony and so forth and that, and
See, so you do call her.
I mean, I call her to ask her a question, but otherwise, do I call her and hold a deep,
Right. But you
conversation
call
with her? No.
or whatever.
If
But you called her.
But Red knows for a fact I wouldn't do anything like that.
Exactly.
You
See,
know,
that's why
and I
it's
trust
important to know your circle. It's important to know your
Very
circle.
important to know.
Like I said, I've been knowing Red ever since, like I said, we was 7, 8 years
Red
old.
has known me my whole life before
And
I was born.
I trust Red with my life, so I wouldn't pick that wouldn't bother me. Now, one
That's
day if
why
you
it's
call my wife,
important to know your circle.
Exactly.
That's right.
So Alexis said, what about your baby daddy? Because I do that with my best friend's child's daddy.
Okay.
me.
But
I don't have no
she
baby mama drama.
she also trusts me 100%.
Well, I can't answer this because my baby daddy is my best friend's sister, so I can't answer that. I mean, my best friend's brother.
I was gonna say what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. So my baby daddy is my best friend's brother. So I can't answer that.
Okay, I don't.
Hey,
You know,
Bonnie.
I'm kind of on the fence about
Hey,
it.
Monica.
It's not that I don't trust, but I think the only time that she should call him is if I'm dying.
And he's sick. Like, you know,
I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
you doing the
Or,
full check
or
thing.
if I call her husband, because I don't have no content with that
Everybody
man.
saying he ain't feeling good.
Me and
it
her,
sound like
me and
he dying
her,
or
me and her
something.
share secrets.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Speak to him,
Right.
and we can be out
Yeah.
partying together.
Yeah.
But that's the only content I got with you.
Yeah,
I don't need
I
no
agree.
conversation with just me and you.
No,
I just don't.
no. I agree with that.
I agree.
I agree.
Me too. I agree, Tracy.
I don't need no content.
Okay, let's
Okay,
just
where
go
we going?
all the way from there.
Okay, we're gonna switch. We're gonna turn it over. Who believes?
Illuminati. Anybody? Who believes in Illuminati? And the reason why I have that as a question is because
Explain.
I will, because oh my gosh, what is her name? Where's the other sheet?
Yeah, because that's
Um,
way to the left. Who believes in the
Oh my
Illuminati?
God, where'd she go? Hold on. Oh,
What?
yeah, Kristen Cavalieri
Okay.
came up with a thought and theory about Kanye, saying that he's been replaced and he's cloned. Now, people think and laugh at shit, right?
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
Anybody ever watched that movie, Clone Tyrone? Tyrone?
I
No.
did.
Clone
I never heard of it.
No, never heard
I
of it.
never heard of it.
So we got to know that these
It was
things,
stupid.
It was real stupid, but if you actually stop and actually think about it, it really wasn't
Was
as stupid
Jamie
as
Foxx
what it
in it?
was. Because what they're telling you is that the food is tainted. They're telling you all of these things is what's killing us, what's turning us to this different shit, right? We all know that this fast food, do you eat a whole lot of fast food? I don't.
I don't.
We all know that that shit is a
I
killer,
cook. I cook.
right? Me too. We all know that that shit's a killer. So when I watched that movie, even though it was funny and it was stupid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I got the metaphor behind it, which was
You got the message.
they're saying like this kind of shit is taking place, and so she came out. You know, you guys know she's an actor or whatever. This is what she came
Who
out
is
with.
this again?
Kristen Cavalieri.
Okay.
Cavalieri.
Okay.
Yeah, Kristen Cavalieri.
Okay.
She came out and she said, you know, and she showed pictures, and he did. One picture he did look like a robot or some sort. It was all. And then another picture he was fat and whatever.
Okay, so what does
But
that
my
have to
point,
do with the
my point is,
Illuminati?
everybody is saying, because Illuminati is kind of part of this whole thing of this clones
Artificial
business,
shit.
artificial
Okay.
shit that's been going on. If you're part of it, you stay rich and you stay wealthy,
Okay.
and nothing happens to you, and you know all of this. There's a lot, you know.
So I believe in the devil.
It's been, that's what that is basically. I mean,
Okay.
it's been going around for a long time, and a lot of them is underneath that Illuminati,
Okay.
right? Just like that Scientology stuff. And
I believe that's all like cult stuff. You know, that's all like part of that cult. You know, that's
what I'm saying, just like
Yeah.
the Scientology stuff.
like all that. If you're allowing somebody to, you know, come into your life and completely change who you are as a person, your thought process, you know, how you function on a day-to-day basis, you know, what you can and can't do on a day-to-day basis, you're being manipulated, you're being controlled, and you're in a cult, and you need some help.
Nah,
You
Keisha,
need
I
some
agree with you on
Absolutely, I
that because
totally
I
agree.
think
Yep.
that's.
no.
Agreed.
I agree with you, Keisha, because like I said, I don't believe in none of that. I think
No.
that's mind over matter,
Yes.
you know, and stuff like that. You know, somebody like I said, you know, I'm controlling my own destiny.
That's right.
I control my own destiny. No one can
Ain't
tell
trying
me
doing
or
nothing to feel part of
influence me
something.
to do anything unless I want to do it.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah. And
That's
I'm not
right.
trying to join something to be part of something. I ain't never been that girl. That's why I do the Alpha Kappa Beta.
But we all
That's
agree. But we all agree.
I got
The
control.
devil.
But I think they target weak-minded people who feel like they need to belong to something, or who
Yeah,
didn't
yes.
necessarily have had a strong family structure, and they feel like they want to be part of something, or they're at vulnerable stages in their life where they want to feel loved or welcome, and those people prey on that. They prey on those weak people.
1,000%.
Yes.
like Trick. Like
Exactly what I'm saying.
I give you a sample. Back growing up as a kid and everything like that, everybody in the neighborhood, we used to all get together and go to the movies on Sundays. Everybody get together and everything. Then all of a sudden, no one goes, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I can't go. Then after a while, I'm like, you know what? I'm going. If they don't go, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll go
Who
by
cares?
myself.
Who cares?
I'll go by myself. Like I
Yep,
said,
gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm a leader, not a follower.
Not a follower.
I ain't
We
following
ain't
nobody.
none of my siblings. We ain't followers. We're all leaders.
That's my point.
Absolutely.
We're all
Absolutely.
leaders.
So I don't know. I do think that there's something to that. And everybody looking at her like she crazy and stuff like that, but it's not too far off from shit that's happening.
So
I
we
mean,
got all kind of questions for
we
our
already
guests.
know that there's other people that exist. I do.
We
Oh,
got
there's
all kind
definitely
of
other
questions
people out
for
there
our
existing.
guests.
Oh yeah.
Those
I believe that there's something else.
existing other than
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah.
1,000%.
If we exist, something else exists.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
the next question, we're jumping all over. Do you think? Here it is. Do y'all think Diddy is guilty or innocent before proven guilty?
The video,
Okay,
the video
I'ma give
showed
y'all
everything.
mine. Hold up, P. I'm gonna give y'all mine first.
Okay.
I believe in, regardless of my personal, what I'm thinking up here, I'm
Pineapple.
always gonna think
Celery.
innocent until proven guilty. I need facts before I bury somebody. Okay? Even if I over here saying, you know what, he did that, but I have to follow that a person has to be, you got to give me facts
Before he deserved that.
before I bury you.
He 100% deserved
Okay,
that.
so what do you think?
But I still
That's
think
fair. That's fair.
She thinks
Uh,
that he's
my-
guilty without the
my-
proof.
But I'm saying I'm not trying to prosecute him. I'm just saying I think he's guilty. My point of
Why?
view.
Why?
It's just way too much out there.
Even
Yeah,
if it's all saying that he's
But it's
innocent.
facts.
But I'm not
Yeah.
saying he's innocent, y'all. What I'm saying is,
I don't know how far it extends with little boys and how far it extends with
it's bad.
knocking people out in the head.
It's very
and
bad.
And that's my point of why I'm
It's
saying
very bad. But I need them to prove them allegations.
you want to see it.
I
That's
do.
fair.
I don't need to see the video. I need to see. Hey, you said this man did this, that, the third.
Well, but remember when he said that he never did jack shit to Cassie?
And she proved her point.
And stood on that shit
She proved it.
until that video surfaced. Y'all remember
That's what
that?
I'm saying. They got the other people got
So
to prove
you's a
it.
liar, is my point. You's a liar.
It might be.
And until you prove me differently,
He's quite capable. He's quite capable.
quite capable.
But I'm
Right,
not gonna
like-
bury
And
no man.
And
That's fair.
and you don't have to, but you know how you can try somebody just reasonable doubt. You don't have to have if it looks and walks like a goddamn duck and
And
it's
quacks like a duck, it is a duck.
a damn duck. If you see goddamn smoke,
There's a fire.
motherfucking fire right behind that shit. So I'm just saying. I don't know how far it goes, but my point is, yeah, I say, yeah, sorry.
What you think?
guilty.
What you think, Six
Guilty.
Me, like I said, all the
Me.
people out there cannot be, all of them cannot be lying. It might be a few out there lying, but all them people coming out and accusing them of them things cannot be all lying. And the main reason that
That's
the
like
main one
somebody
that got me,
saying
the main
everybody
one that
else
got
got
me
a
is that
problem, and
when
it's
he
not true.
when he beat that woman in that hotel, that made me so mad I could have went out there and beat the brakes off him because I
It'll
got
make
six.
any,
I
and
got,
he
let me tell you right now.
unequivocally said,
it'll make any decent
I
person,
did
it'll
not
make
do
any decent
anything.
person mad. But
You know what? I
you gotta
got.
understand where I'm coming from.
I
Hey,
understand that, but
he probably is trash.
I'm saying
I
more
got
likely
6
than not,
sisters.
he's done the
I
shit.
got
Soot.
Tracy.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
got
But I'm
6
saying
sisters.
we are not here to
Yeah.
judge.
No, I'm not
We
here
can
to
have
judge, but
our
I'm just saying.
personal,
What'd you say, Tito?
we can have our personal opinions.
I'm judging my
Hey,
personal
I
opinion.
got
What'd you say, Tito?
I got 6 sisters. I got 6 sisters. I wish one day husband would put their hands on one of my sisters.
That's right. That's right.
I ain't having it.
And guess what? Cassie proved her case. And I'm with that. Because I'm a woman. We all seen that man drag her, kick her. Oh, he was
So I'm
horrible.
just saying more,
He was horrible.
more
He's
likely
guilty.
than
He's
not.
definitely guilty of that. But when you got more, and the evidence is stacking up to the entire state building, but they have to prove it like they proved
Yeah,
Cassie.
true enough. They definitely got to prove it. They definitely got to prove it. But like it's just a lot of people out there coming out with charges. Some might be frivolous, but like I said, you know,
Go back and say,
Everybody ain't lying.
yeah, nothing.
No, I'm not gonna say that he was guilty of Cassie.
Okay, but you're saying
But a
with
lot of
all
people,
the other stuff.
a lot of people want some money too now.
Right.
yeah, that's
I know
true
that.
enough. I agree with you on that.
Wrong on
But
that.
like I said,
You gotta sift through
Yeah.
the trash, right? You gotta sift through the trash. I already know that.
I mean, obviously, we gotta, let the legal system, do its job. But if you asking me my opinion, absolutely 100%, because it's just too much coincidental, information that's not too coincidental. You know what I mean? It's just too much out there.
On that baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you said, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Where there's smoke, there is fire. There's definitely that.
I used this equation when we talked about it a few episodes ago.
Okay.
And I did a little quick clip of it today.
Okay.
But I said,
What did you say?
what did you say? My point was, for the whole thing, it's just, I mean, it's just, how can you try to have I mean, everybody always so easy to say, you don't want to judge, but, yeah, damn that, I'm judging because I really, truly believe that is
What he
yes,
did.
yeah.
And I am truly a person that you know how there's a Democrat, a Republican, and there's an independent.
Uh-huh.
I'm the independent
Okay.
on this particular situation because he's guilty on Cassie for sure. Bury him, Cassie. The motherfucker did you wrong.
But you don't think all them other people?
I need them to just not say it. I need them to step up like Cassie did. That's what I'm saying.
So you need to see something too.
I need to see it, hear
More
it.
video.
They got to give proof.
You need
Just
to see
because she won don't mean that you can win.
Yeah. And I think all that is definitely coming. I read somewhere that there's like 300 something subpoenas that have been sent out, to various people, So I think, and unfortunately, they're not going to allow cameras in the courtroom, which I was really hoping that they would, because I was excited to see that. But yeah, there's like 300 something subpoenas that have been sent out to various different people. So it's about to be some mess.
And I am not denying
It's
any of that.
overwhelmingly
But I'm saying
against him.
One-
Tracy.
I mean, what you're saying is fair. Let the legal system do its job. That's fair.
one case.
up for him.
I'm not taking up for him.
I didn't
What
say
I'm
you
saying
were.
is one case is not doing it for me. One case she did what she had to do. She proved that this person did this.
Yep. And I don't even
And I'm
know if it was her
100%
that
in
came out with
behind her.
that whole- with the
1,000%
video.
behind her.
I
But,
don't even know if it was her
but
that brought that
you
video
got all
to
these
surface.
men, you got all these underage people. I'm just waiting on the trial, y'all.
Yep.
That's all. For the rest of it, because he's definitely guilty of Cassie.
I'm just disturbed by all the people for all these years that knew and never said nothing and never did anything, and that would have continued to be silent had he not got caught or had this Casey thing not come to light. You know what I mean? Like,
Go to
you're
the party.
equally disgusting. You know,
Uh-huh.
And go to the parties.
Mm-hmm.
you're equally disgusting.
Facts.
But like I said, some people.
All that pisses me off too. But I'm a person that I want him. If he goes to jail, I want him to go to jail for what he did.
Mhm.
I don't want him to go for what he didn't do. I want all these 300,000, the baby oil. They done proved that the baby oil had that shit. They proved it.
You don't think?
So that's proof
out
to
of the
me.
300 people.
I go off of facts.
So you don't think out of the 300 people,
Let me see
there's
the.
gonna be?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said
So
they
but I'm
already
saying knowing
proved
that there's gonna be.
The facts are gonna be coming, cuz they're gonna be coming. They're
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
coming
waiting
to
on.
you.
And that's what I'm waiting on.
And that's fair. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
I'm gonna throw the dirt on them because Cassie handled her business.
Yes.
I need the rest of these accusers to handle their business.
And everybody thought she was lying, and she proved that she wasn't.
I believed it from the beginning.
I believed it from the beginning.
And she
I
proved
knew when
it.
he came out saying that I absolutely dragging my name and doing. He said so much shit, and then he had to eat that shit. It was ridiculous.
I
Like
just don't want to. I don't want here. Put
he
a
is
little more in
guilty
here.
in my eyes.
I gotta drive.
You right there,
I gotta. I know, but I got this phone in my hand.
He
I
is
have
guilty
I have
in
to
my
drive
eyes.
to Chicago
He is guilty
tonight.
all day in my eyes.
Right. So he's guilty all day in Sandy's eyes, and a lot of people believe that he's guilty. And you know, my outside person, no, my inside person I have my beliefs too, but my humanity, I want them to, cause they gonna. That's too much, but
Well, you ain't gotta drink it out to the
I want them, if they're gonna put the hammer on him, they better prove it. Because guess what? They proved it on my nigga, R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Okay?
they're gonna prove it. They're gonna
Give me a
definitely.
box. This
There's
sends it
gonna
up.
be without a doubt.
Yeah, the fans ain't gonna just have no little frivolous information. The fans they're gonna watch you for a long time. They're gonna make sure that they got something that's gonna be solid and that's gonna stick.
They better because they buried R. Kelly.
It's coming.
I had to accept it. Like,
Because they had
because
enough
that's my,
shit
everybody
on
know
him.
that's my guy.
And they had enough crap on
And
him.
they did. And
To
they
throw
did.
his ass right
And
on
they
in jail
proved
where he is, where he belongs.
And they
Absolutely.
proved it. But I still love his music.
Oh, you got to separate the artist from the criminal. You got to separate the artist from the criminal. He got too many jams. He got too many jams.
Separate the music from this person.
He got too many jams, cuz.
Music that like
I
that.
love his music.
Who did he?
No, R.
Oh,
Kelly.
R. Kelly. Oh,
Oh yeah, Diddy. I could do without Diddy's music. I could do without Diddy's music, but R. Kelly, no.
check this out.
Diddy, I never got into his music.
Guess
no
what?
way.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and I'll say
What'd
it
you
like
say?
5 more times.
What did you say?
I still listen to R. Kelly. Got all the
I do too.
they don't care
I do too.
about
I'm guilty.
it, and I hate him at the same time. But that music ain't did nothing for me. To me,
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
still listen to it. That
Right.
music ain't did nothing.
That music bring back a lot of good memories for me.
And many times, you understand?
A lot of people are here.
Right? So, yeah, I can't do that. When people say, oh, I'm going to stop listening to their music, I'm going to stop. They're a great artist.
I never stopped.
Music
I'm
is what
ashamed
it
of
is.
him as a person and what he did.
Absolutely. But
I'm hurt by
but
it.
I love his music.
But his music,
I'm never going to stop.
come on, y'all. You can't deny his
12
music.
He's a great artist, but a shitty person.
There it is.
Absolutely.
There it is.
Mhm.
That's
12
all.
play is the shit.
Huh?
I will listen to that 12 play over and over and over and over.
I know that's right.
What else you got for
Sorry.
us, Cassandra? What else you got for us, Cassandra?
Oh, talking about that crazy ass damn Trump child.
Okay,
Talking
well,
about
let's
that
get to
crazy
Trump.
ass Trump. Did y'all see he spent 57 minutes sitting up there playing all them damn different songs? I want to punch his eyeball.
Trump was up there going, I'm living my best life.
Oh,
Because
wait,
Because he didn't have nothing to say.
Hey, cuz,
Not one thing
He
to
didn't
say.
have nothing to say.
Hold on, y'all.
What
He
you
didn't
said,
have one
Pete,
thing
though?
to say.
the best person you should have on that conversation is my daughter.
And we're gonna have her
I
on.
wanted to punch him out. Come on.
It was silent.
Singing YMCA.
A
with
silent
his-
movement.
Who, Sierra?
Yeah, that'll be the best person they should
like
have
a
on there for
silent
that.
movie. I want
Yeah,
to
I do not follow politics. Politics is too much for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Oh, my
okay,
God.
So Betty, we follow
I'm
politics,
addicted.
and I see
I can't take politics. I
Oh
cannot.
my God, I'm so
to the
addicted.
full cray
Keisha,
cray.
here's why I'm addicted.
Oh my gosh.
Because I at the same time I follow the Bible, right? So when I'm following my Bible and I'm reading the word, and over here the news is reporting shit that the Bible done said.
It's crazy though, right? For real. All the
Woo,
water and all
baby,
all of the everything.
it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the word,
Mm-hmm.
and then you looking at the world,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's shaping right up to it, ain't it? Shaping right
so
up.
so that's one of the reasons that I'm into politics, because politics match up with the Bible, whether it's bad or good.
Mhm.
The other reason why I watch politics is because I want to know how to move
Yeah.
the world, as far as I'm a traveler. So if I don't want to be Brittany. What's her name? Brittany
Spears who?
Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner.
I don't want to take my vitamins with me
Yeah.
into your company and your country, and you find some
Absolutely
bullshit,
not. No, no, no.
and I can't come home.
Nope.
So I'm skeptical.
Yep. I'm with you on
So
that.
I'm skeptical about
Way
leaving the
skeptical.
country in this day and age.
Hmm.
I don't want to go too far.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with
Yeah.
you.
So, and then other things is war. Like they fighting like a mother. It just ain't made it here yet. Everybody's depending on us to be allies with them,
Yep.
right?
Always have. The United States of America.
You know, and
It's our job. That's who we're the forefront.
we act like
supposed
we're
to
the
be
richest. Yeah, we used to be the richest.
See, now the problem I got with that is that, I mean, you have allies in that, but United States trying to be police of everybody, trying to tell everybody what to do.
And I get that too.
And sometimes we need to mind our own goddamn business and take care of the problems that we
I
got
totally
here.
get that. I agree with that, right?
I agree.
We have too
How
many
you gonna tell
people
a
out here
country to do something and you ain't even doing what you need to do
every
here?
Right.
And too many people in tents in every state, like everywhere. It's crazy, like everywhere. Tent
So
city.
we need to mind our business. Like yesterday,
But at the same
I
token-
believe they got the leader of Hamas.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They killed him.
Yep, they did.
But
Yep.
they're just waiting on the DNA test, but they know it's him.
Yeah.
But
And-
they got him. What's the repercussions of that?
But get this. I do.
And that goes back to Trump.
Yeah, because
If Trump wins, why?
it's not gonna be good.
Why
people.
will we allow Trump to have
It's
that
just not
one
gonna-
fingerprint
It's not gonna be good.
to press that nuclear button?
Because he don't give a fuck. It's not. It's not gonna be good for
Like I
him.
said, Trump is not trying to be president. Trump trying to be a dictator.
Yeah, exactly. I've been preaching this for me. We have been preaching this for episodes on top of episodes.
It's
From the very
scary.
first episode we started,
It's
we were
scary.
talking politics and dictatorship.
We ain't gonna tell nobody who to vote for.
We
but-
are a democracy,
but
and that's
to me,
what we stand for.
To me, Kamala is
Going backwards.
all we got.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
right now they're
But here's the
battling
thing.
about the black men.
Check this out.
What's
That's
up
right,
with
'cause
the black
I'm
men?
getting ready to say
So-
Kamala came on Breakfast
What's
Club.
up? What do you
Oh,
want to know
that's
about
all
black
right.
men?
Yeah, I saw.
What do you want to know?
I could give her a hard time. But you instead of understanding.
Ask Sixto that.
Why do black men like to give her such a hard time?
And we don't want to hear that prosecuting
Because
shit.
check this out. We have been proven to be the strong backbone. Period.
We don't have black men back.
Most,
Going all the way back. We've been the strong backbone.
So
Most
let's
Why,
let him
black
answer.
men-
why wouldn't you want to trust us?
Let's let him answer.
Because we can lead.
Because she
Yeah,
went
I
on. She went on Charlemagne.
He did Breakfast Club.
He did an interview with her,
Breakfast Club.
and she explained herself about
Hey,
that
McKinley.
prosecuting shit. So let's go, Pito. Yeah, I want to
me,
know.
I have no problem with a black woman or any woman lead.
Have
Hey,
you heard other black men talking, saying no, that they don't
I
want her to?
I can't speak for other black men. I can only speak for
No,
me.
I know. I'm saying, have you heard though? Speaking with any others, have you heard that? Because maybe it's just what they highlight on TV, right? I don't know, because
It,
I don't
it's
know any of them that actually speak on that as well. So that's what I'm asking. Have you heard
not
others
any of
speak?
my friends I talk to. I mean, they support her and everything like that. Now, it's some black men out there, they can't handle women being in charge. I have no
It's the
problem with
strength
that.
of a black woman.
That's
I have
terrible.
no problem with
Yep,
that. Like I said,
that's
Yeah,
terrible.
if
I
a man
agree.
can't do the job and she can do it, hey, more power to her. I
because this is
support her
how I
any
feel
way I
about it.
can.
We already been in charge.
Yep.
Hey,
Hmm.
We just haven't got the title.
hey,
But we've always had a black man's back.
Yeah.
We've always had a man's back.
And if we need to lead, we know how to lead.
And yes, and we've always stepped
We try
up.
to stay back and to let you be the leader,
my,
but we know how to
you
lead
know,
and
my
direct
sister,
and guide.
my sister needs to know who's in charge of this household over here, don't you?
Your wife.
That black woman.
Your wife. As always will be.
Yes.
Right?
Hey,
Yes.
she runs the show. I just follow the leader.
That is. But there's a problem right now. And to me, you know what, y'all? It's embarrassing
No, can't accept women in power.
to our black
Yeah.
race. It's
It's true.
embarrassing.
I agree with you 100% on that. I agree
It's
with you
embarrassing
100% on
because
that.
we
But if
raise
they have a problem with a woman, it's more than just a racial issue. It's a
Yes.
sexist issue.
here.
Oh,
Yes,
definitely.
it comes
Yeah.
down to exactly what you just said. And black men in general have a problem with women
But
that are
see,
strong, empowered, and
But that even happens here in the workplace. You know,
Yeah.
women are, you know, we make less money than men. You know, we have, you know, less higher positions than men. You know, I mean, just
NBA just finally got some props, right?
Yeah.
but
After
see,
these
now,
years, they finally,
see,
because they was making like $50,000. What the fuck? And they're making 23 million in NBA.
I just-
like,
I-
what is
I just-
happening here?
I just think it's embarrassing. Nobody's perfect.
But
Here's why she's not perfect.
no,
I mean, I don't know her credentials, but if a woman is the better candidate, then you know, what's the problem?
Yeah.
we can't band together though as black people. Everybody else's race band together. They create.
To
they
me, Donald
procreate,
Trump.
They do
To
stuff.
me, Donald Trump is shit.
When it comes
But
to
all
us,
the white people behind him.
and there's a whole lot of black people. I
Nah,
do know some
nah.
black Republicans. I do know black Republicans. I don't understand it. I can't never
Nah.
understand it because he is not for your black ass ever.
now, Cassandra,
Yes.
now what you just
I'm
said, I agree with you 100%. Our problem is that there's so much envy and jealous in our community, in the black community. It's just so envy. Say I go out there and I buy, I get a, like I said, I give you a prime example. Sometimes I go back into the old neighborhood and everything like that, and all of a sudden, first thing is like, oh, you got it like that. Then they start singing the Jefferson song to me. You moving on up to the east side. I said, hey, I might have left the neighborhood, but I'm still the same person. I ain't changed. The only thing changed was my
See what I'm
address.
saying? Why can't we
That's
be
only
happy
thing.
for each other
And not only
all
that,
the
so
time
why
and
does
together for
does
each
not
other?
really, why does being your true black self, equate to not wanting better or not doing better? Like, that's why I don't understand where that mix up comes from.
I don't either.
I don't either.
How is wanting better, doing better, equal being white or being someone? I don't understand
I
it.
do have an understanding. It goes way back. It goes way back during
does.
slavery
It
days
does.
when they was taking our men, and the masters was actually raping the men as well. The
Hey,
men
let me-
not saying anything because they done got their masculinity, whatever, right? Took in behind this, and then they getting their wives taken, right? This shit goes really way back, real super deep, and for whatever reason,
Cassandra,
we don't trust each other enough
So
to
here,
ever
here's
Stacey and
stay
Cassandra.
like this.
here's my perspective of it. So when it comes to that, when she says it goes way back, so when we were
Spiritism.
So when we were all slaves, from what I read and what I've heard, none of us were there. So some of us were in the field and some of us were in the house. We were pitted against each other.
Absolutely.
Sure enough.
So we were taught
The light ones like you, baby,
we were
got
taught
to go in the house.
We were taught
Oh
not
no, I'll be a field nigga because that's
you
the
was
house nigga. Somebody
you
gonna
was
be dying.
you got to go in the house.
Yeah, but the masters fell over beautiful
Yeah.
black women.
Yeah.
And if they happen to be light skinned, that was even more so because it was able to make them feel like they were more with
Yeah.
a white woman
Nah.
than they was with a black woman. Right? So they began to impregnate them and everything else.
Right.
But they got to be the ones that really was in the house sitting and chilling
So what I'm saying is
and not
that
having to do much.
Right.
what I'm
Tracy
saying
and Cassandra.
Yes.
Tracy and Cassandra.
It was a
Yes.
variety of us. Where she
You-
just said that
Have you ever heard of this
whether
letter
you were hold up, Pete, whether
Right.
you were light skinned or chocolate, if you knew how to cook, you got that job.
Okay.
If you had milk in your breast,
Sure.
you got to feed their children.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is that we were pitted against each other.
we were.
now,
And
By every means
so
necessary.
we were pitted against each other that we needed to try to beat each other out.
And we have never
And it
outgrown
still
that.
exists
We've never outgrown it.
today.
Yep. Because
Oh.
every other race, I'm telling you, people across the street, there's probably 9 deep on each side in a 1-bedroom and a half-finished basement.
What are you gonna say, Pito? Because I'm curious to see.
They take care of their family.
Have any of y'all ever read the Willie Lynch letter?
No, I haven't. You got to give it to me.
If you get a chance to look up Willie Lynch.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
What? Give
I know
us
the Willie
give
Lynch.
us some knowledge on it, P.
The
Yes,
Willie Lynch. He was a white slave master.
Yep.
They brought him over here from England. The white slave master brought him over from England to turn us against each other. He wrote a letter. The light-skinned blacks hated the dark-skinned blacks.
Up.
You read his story, and you'll see everything that's happening today with back then
Taking place
in
way back then.
1600s.
I
Yep.
read that. I know. I
My
seen
point
that.
exactly.
It's called the Willie Lynch story, the Willie
Yep.
Lynch letter.
They had the documentary out on that.
But that's why we
Yeah.
need to check ourselves. That was, all those years ago, and yet we still have that mentality.
We
As
do.
a light-skinned black woman, that is I can't control the color of my skin. So you think you gonna come and have all these assumptions about me because my skin just so happened to be lighter? No, you're not gonna do that to me, and you're not gonna make these assumptions about me. Or if you feel some sort of insecurity about me because my skin is lighter than yours, then that's your problem, not mine. I don't have
Yeah,
anything to do with that.
deal
You
with
need
that.
to
I don't
correct yourself. You need to correct your mentality. You need to get you some therapy for your insecurity. That's not my problem, that's yours.
Yep.
Yeah, because like I tell friends in our
That's right.
neighborhood,
So I have a feeling about that too. I'm in between. I'm a
because like I
rock.
said,
So I'm
I
like,
said,
I love you, and I love all the between.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's sad that we, because we're, actually, y'all, we stupid. Because they're using
are.
basketball.
Everything.
How we
are
dress.
the best in everything there is.
How we sing.
from sports
Anything
to goddamn.
about our culture.
You see these commercials that are out? Whose music are they playing?
Ours.
What moves are they trying to move and do?
Absolutely.
Ours. But yet we're not the ones behind none of this.
No.
Just like the hair. We was the first motherfuckers that was weaving heads and putting adding hair in and knowing how to braid and all the above. Then come along, here we go. Now we got everybody. But guess what? We don't own the market.
Right.
We don't own it. We should own it, but we don't. We've allowed everybody else to come in and take it up. Every other race to come in and take the shit up. Restaurants,
the,
hair,
The
clothes,
Asians,
designing.
the Asians are selling us hair.
Shit. Are you kidding me? Like, we started it.
Right.
Yeah, but see, our
But
problem
we
is
have no
that
backing to back it.
What you
We
say?
get
you
in
know
our
why?
own way. We get in our own way.
Yep, we in our own
Absolutely.
way.
We get in
Because,
our
like I
own
said,
way.
Own way.
shit,
1
like I give
billion
you,
percent. And
like I
then
said, I
we're
give,
looking at the next person like, well, I don't need them. You know, instead of being humble and maybe asking some questions on how that person got where they got to, right? No, we don't need to ask them. We're going to just bypass all that shit. We're going to just try to do it and figure that shit out. If you know somebody that does something that you're trying to do or get into, why wouldn't you want to help? Why wouldn't you? It's a
because it's,
battlefield with our black race.
because
Jealousy
it's
is a hell of a
envy.
thing.
It's jealousy and envy. We
That's
don't
Jealousy is
support
a
our
whole
own
That's it.
black companies.
Jealousy.
And I mean, even within families,
All the way
jealousy
within
is a hell of a thing.
all the way
Hell of a
within
thing.
families. It goes all the
Jealousy.
way back.
Jealousy is a hell of a demon.
It
But
is.
I give you one thing.
Put your gloves on.
Yep.
I support any black-owned business. Like I said, me myself, you know, I have nothing against other races or anything like that. I don't shop in Korean stores. I don't shop in, you know, Arabian store. I just don't shop in the store
Yep,
because they don't
absolutely, Deborah.
respect us as a people. But they'll take our
1000%.
money and go into their nice fancy neighborhood and spend the wealth there. But when they come into our neighborhood, they can set up shop anywhere because we allow it.
We
We
allow it.
allow
They
them to
set it
do it.
up
We don't
anywhere.
open our mouth, and then they throw us a couple of breadcrumbs and everything, and you just a regular Uncle Tom. Oh, thank you, kissing they behind and doing everything. Then they say one
They
black
stick
guy
their
stood out there
prices
standing in
up.
front of
They
their store.
charge you way
First thing
more.
they tell you is to get them out of the way
She's
from the
right.
store.
The
Like I
stores
said,
are
we
extremely high. If you walk in their damn stores, they want to sell you a pack of this or a pack of that for 2 times the price that you can go fucking 5 blocks down the street and around the corner. But because you right in the hood of it all and you want to make a quick stop, they willing to stick your ass up.
Yeah.
And they're
because
corners. So it's
I
fucked up. That's
like
what we're dealing with. How many stores can you walk into right now going on Lake Street, Tracy, that's owned by black people?
It's over.
like I give you a sample.
Mexicans and Africans and
No.
Somalians
It's
and
over.
Egyptians and whoever else.
No black.
Ain't no
there's
damn black
in America.
owners.
No.
Cassandra,
Yes.
I give you this is a true thing. I got a friend of mine. His name was Daryl, and he started. I met him. You know, just happened to meet him, and he works for the Arab store and everything like that. And
Arab.
I used
Thank you. That's
right,
what
he works for
exactly
Arab.
I was
Then
trying
I'm
I
gonna
used
step
to
away
see
for
him.
1 second.
Right,
Go
I
ahead.
used I used to see him up in Sam's Club and so forth. He just buying a buckload of stuff, just
That's
buying
what
it and
they
everything like
do.
that. Then all of a sudden, he go back to the Arab store and mark that shit up, and we go
That's
in there
exactly
and
what
we
I'm talking
buy
about.
it.
That's
We
exactly
buy it,
what I'm talking
and we
about.
allow it.
They
And
take
we
their ass out to Sam's Club, Costco. They get everything in bulk, and they come back and they get the 25-cent bag of chips, and they charge you a goddamn 75 cents to $1 for them. I mean,
but
it's
we
ridiculous,
allow
but
it.
we allow it, like you said.
We allow that. We could, like I said, they don't go. Like I said, I live in Oak Park. You don't see them in Oak Park setting up shop in there because shit, Oak Park ain't gonna allow it.
See
You know,
that?
you go in these white suburbs, they're not gonna allow them to come up in there and
Hell
set up
no,
no
they don't want
motherfucking
your
shop up in there.
your
But they'll come into our neighborhood and
that's
set up
right.
in a heartbeat.
In a
But
heartbeat,
we
right on
sit
the
there
corner.
and we don't say a word.
Word.
We don't say we can if we stick together as a community, as black people, and put all our money together, we can own everything. We can own that on 2 or 3 blocks.
Yeah, it's true.
But we don't because there's so much envy and jealousy. Because
Yeah.
you're so worried about he bought a new house and this and that. Oh, he's an Uncle Tom nigga. He think he white now. No, every time I look in the mirror, every time I look in the mirror, I see a black man in that mirror.
Everybody got goddamn something to say about something and don't got shit to do with shit. Like, what do you like? It's stupid. It really is. It really, really, really is. And guess what? It's not going to change. I mean, I don't see in any
We gotta change.
form that is going to change. It's not.
We gotta change as a people.
Exactly, but How do you do that? How do you that movement has been started so many times.
So you show
But
what you
you
think.
got, like I said,
That
the
movement
change.
has
You got to,
started so many times.
You show what you feel.
you
And
have to
learn
sit
how to
there and take classes and educate yourself.
absolutely.
Learn. Have an open
For
mind. You
those
have to
that think
learn.
that's
If you don't want to learn, no one can teach you
but
something if you don't
that's the
want to learn.
problem though. See, you
Sorry.
got a lot that don't want to learn either. I
Okay.
mean, what are
Then
you
that's why
gonna
they're in the predicament they're in right today
say?
because
And
they're not
that's
willing.
why I
They want to
said
stay
it's
exactly
never
where
going
they're
to
at.
change
Then they
because
want to.
they're not willing to change and try to learn instead of calling you, oh, you think you're this or you think you're that. Instead of doing that and trying to figure out and gather some knowledge and some information. Why is that such a struggle?
Right.
Why is that so difficult to do?
Right.
And,
That
and,
makes no
and,
sense to me. When I
and
started a business, I reached out to any and everybody that I possibly could.
but you know who majority of that is? It's majority out of 199% are all black men. They don't
Yep.
want to take advice from a white man. Oh, fuck that white man. He can't tell me nothing. Oh, he can't tell you that.
So they
If
caught
he's
in the
willing to,
middle.
if he's willing to reach out and help you,
And I think a lot of
take his
black men
help.
are scared to jump out the box,
Yeah, they
do something.
You think so?
Yeah, I really do. I think there's
definitely.
so many that they have a whole lot of vision and thoughts
But
within
they
themselves,
don't make a move
but
on
they
it.
don't make a move on it. I
I
know
do, 'cause
that for a
I got
fact.
my
I
best
know
friend
many
Red. I've
men
been trying to get him to do
come up
things
with
with me
great
and this and that,
ideas.
and he just won't.
Yep, they just won't.
Red just
Because a
won't.
lot of people
So
get
that goes back
comfortable.
to that
You get
fear,
comfortable in your ways. A lot of people don't like change, especially older people. They
fear
don't like
factor.
change. They think they know everything. They don't want to be, they're in this old school mentality and they don't want to, a part of being successful is being adaptable. You have
That's
to be
right.
able to adapt to the changes.
Right. Oh,
But Keisha,
let's do a little clink on
Keisha,
that one because
you
that,
know
Where you
what?
wine
The
at,
hard way.
Keisha, you said that is for
Where you wine
real.
at?
You have to
What
be
time is it?
adaptable.
Keisha, you
Yeah.
know I always made money.
Yeah, I know. I
You
know.
know,
You cannot put yourself in this box, and that's where a lot of people go wrong. You put yourself in this box, and you standing in your own way for something that could be so you
Much
know
more and
it's,
so
it's
amazing
right
for
there in
your
front of your
future,
face.
and you're so stuck in your own mind that you can't even see it.
and as you said, they still will sometimes want to blame the white person. And it's like,
Like,
no, nigga.
Mm-mm. The
No.
white
like
person ain't always the
the,
blame. Yeah,
the,
yeah, that does happen, but
How
in
about
every
that?
instance, the white person ain't always the blame. Come on now.
No, no,
Come on
no.
now.
You're
That's a cop out. That is a cop out.
Yep, you're getting in your own way. That's a
That's a
cop
cop
out.
out.
I believe
the,
that
That's
1000%.
definitely a cop
It's like,
out.
stop it, Negro. Cut it
the like
out.
I
Cut
said,
it, knock it off. Knock it off.
like,
Cut that shit out.
Yes.
But
y'all.
it's true.
So let's move to some fun.
What's the fun, girl?
So everybody know 50 got a residency.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, yep, coming
I'm
this
thinking
December.
I'm thinking
You
about
gonna go?
I'm thinking about it. I'm seriously thinking about
I
it.
would love to go.
Oh my God,
All this
Keisha.
old
I would love to. 50, that's my boo.
we looked it up.
I got the dates
We
right
looked
here.
it up. You can get like the
Yes, the
the
27th.
27th,
28th,
28th, 30th, 31st.
We're thinking about
and the
going for
4th.
New
Of what month? What month?
December, and then
Okay.
3rd and 4th of January.
We're
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about
31st though, he's gonna be so
we're thinking about doing New Year's there.
27th, 28th, 30th, and 31st.
New Year's Eve.
So that's New Year's Eve.
That sounds nice. New Year's Eve.
That's bomb.
And then he's gonna do the 3rd and the 4th after New Year's Eve.
I told the
Okay.
kids if we're gonna do that,
So right after Christmas,
we
the
looked up
27th, 28th,
VIP.
30, 31st, and then 3rd and the 4th.
So VIP on the 31st. I think like I see some front rows for 6:30. I mean, we paid $1,250 for front row for Chris Brown.
Yeah, you did. See, I ain't doing that.
I'll do
I
it.
don't love
I'll,
nobody
I'll
like
pull
that.
the trigger.
Look, I
It's
don't
about
love
enjoying
nobody
life.
like that.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it depends on the person, it depends on the artist,
So that's where I'm at when I paid that kind of money.
Mary J, I will. I probably will. And
see,
Mary J, my girl.
And see,
I probably will.
And
Like,
see, I love Mary J.
me
She
some
brought
Mary
me
J.
through. She brought me through.
She
some
brought
shit.
me through some
But-
whole bunch of shit.
But this is
For
New
sure.
Year's, and if you think about it, if you add it up,
That's relatively cheap for New Year's.
oh my God, that's
Hey.
what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Yeah.
the only person, the only person I'm paying
Look,
$1,200
I go to
for.
family's house and we celebrate. I don't.
I usually be
Money
out.
don't. We.
Who you paying $1,200 for, Pito?
The only one I paid $1,200, he's still alive, and that's Prince. Anybody else can kiss my butt.
See
I
what
was
I'm
about to say, your cheap ass ain't paying $1,200 for nobody.
Prince, I will.
Yeah, I kind of don't love anybody that much to pay that money.
It's
I don't
not
even
about-
care about a $400 ticket. I kind
Y'all,
of really don't
it's not
love
really
anybody
about- it's not
to
really
pay
about
that.
the money for
Actually,
me.
I can come down and say,
What are you calling me
I
cheap
really
for?
kind of don't love you enough to pay $200.
You heard my sister call me cheap?
I know.
I don't care about the money.
You're money conscious. I won't say cheap. I'll say money conscious.
There you go.
You can call me cheap, girl, all you want to when it comes to it. I don't give a hell. Like,
Yeah, for me it just depends. Like sometimes, like, I'll spend an outrageous amount of money. It just depends on what it is. Like we got tickets to see Mariah Carey for her Christmas concert, and I paid a pretty good penny for those.
I paid when Keith Sweat came here. It was $97 tickets. I paid when Ice Cube came
I
here.
hate
Like $97 tickets. Out at Mystic Lake and out at the other turtle, Hinkley. Went out there. Fabulous. Outside, and we was close. Outside of that, yeah,
So here it is for me.
miss me on that.
I might as well watch it on a
Yeah,
video.
miss me on that.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're gonna sit in the back, you might as well watch the video. Yeah. And for me, it's about the total package, the experience, the artist, the venue. It's about the total package for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is for me too.
Yeah, not
And
me.
most of the time, if I'm gonna go into that crowd
Yeah.
that I don't want to be in, I'd rather be up
See what I'm
front.
saying? And I like a more quaint, intimate crowd. That's why
I love
done.
intimate
That's why
crowds.
I've done more like the Mystic Lake and the Hinkley here, which is our casino.
We have the city winery here, and that's very intimate.
Yeah, smaller venue, and that's where I'll pay the $100 for the ticket.
So we need.
But outside of that, yeah, miss me on
So, Keisha,
it. Miss me.
just keep it up here.
Hey, if you find out any information, let me know.
Yeah.
Send it my way.
Let's just think about. Let's just investigate it.
Send it my way if you find out anything.
Yes, because he only got 6 shows, and one of them is New Year's, and I'm like, what am I doing on New Year's?
I'm a big 50 fan.
Oh, we love 50. He wears the brand.
I am having.
And I hate that I missed Chris Brown. I wanted to see Chris Brown so bad. I hate that I
Oh my God, that man got off.
I heard.
Woo!
I heard he was roller skating and all types of. Oh no, that was Usher. I wanted to see Usher too.
I want to see Usher.
Nina and Ron saw Usher
Oh,
in
they
Vegas.
all quiet right now. They all done went.
Yeah, they don't went
They don't
Diddy party.
went. They don't went out of the country.
Diddy's in too much trouble.
Look, they don't went out the country.
They don't went to Russell City.
Yeah, they don't went Dubai.
Yeah.
They don't went.
But
They don't went out the
I went-
country. They
I
don't want
went
to
to,
deal with it
um,
right now.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, I'm having a hot flash, so that's why this
Chris
is what
Brown
this is.
had an amazing show. And I went ahead and paid that.
Oh, my
We were
goodness.
front row.
Wow.
He was able to relate to Alexis. She had the sign.
I saw that. Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
So I'm thinking, and the family's thinking about, like, what are we doing? Either
Yeah.
we're gonna spend all this money on clothes and a party, or we can buy a ticket and fly out to Vegas to see
And
50.
do something. Yeah.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we thinking about it because we're like, what we gonna
Because you
do?
can buy your tickets right now for air flight to get that out the way so that they don't jump up because of what's going on.
And
right?
we don't have no plans.
You can buy those early right now and then deal with all the rest. And you can even get your rooms and shit. Get all that shit situated.
Hmm.
It's actually, that would be cheap. Considering.
It's gonna be
how
nice.
you-
I think 50 gonna be nice.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's gonna be nice. I
Definitely.
want to see 50 at the XL.
Okay.
about a year and a half ago.
I remember you. I remember that.
He killed
I remember
it.
you telling
He
me.
killed
Yeah.
it, y'all.
Wow.
He killed it.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'd be interested in.
Yeah, think about it. I'm gonna send you the links.
Okay, sounds good.
All
All
right.
right.
See it.
So,
So-
check this out. We're at 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Oh, we've been kicking it.
So we are so long over, but that's okay because we love it, and usually everybody else does as well.
I gotta drive.
But we're gonna end it.
Coming to see my mama tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah.
Auntie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
And
cuz,
auntie, Aunt Millie, Aunt Beverly,
Yep. Give our mother a kiss for us.
grandmother,
hey,
mother,
cuz,
All of them. All of them.
hey, cuz.
what you said?
So I gotta do is call that handicap bus. They'll come pick you up.
See, he always want to talk
I
stuff.
told you he always got to put some mess in there.
But when I call him, he be like, I'm walking. I'm walking. I say, well, what your old ass been doing? Right. All that.
Hey, when I went to the doctor yesterday, she said I had the body of a 16-year-old.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
believe
hate
that.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I believe that.
I ain't gonna hate on you, cuz you very
That's all I
handsome.
hear. That's all I'm hearing.
My cousin is very, very, very handsome.
Yes.
For a 70-year-old, yeah.
What's 70?
You out. Look at your
Your
sister.
mama's 70.
You all the way
I
out.
talk shit to her.
As I said. Talking about 70.
Quiet, Vito. Where you at, Sixto?
Okay, 60. Okay.
No, I'm 26.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay.
Those.
Hey,
Well, we
age
love
ain't nothing
you.
but a
If you
number.
take that
We
6,
absolutely enjoyed you guys.
We
Keisa,
did. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for having me. I enjoyed it.
we got some topics lined up. YouTube subscribe.
Hey, you know what? I would be honored to be back. Anytime y'all want me, I'm here.
Yes,
with us.
we're gonna
Please
talk.
do
We're gonna talk.
subscribe.
yeah, let me know. Like I said, now I got the website, everything hooked up.
Yep.
What you say, P?
I got everything hooked up, so just let me know.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm an open book. Whenever y'all ready, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do
Well,
this.
I'm gonna gather that date so that I got my daughter. I really want her to be on here right along with. I think that would be great.
I applied
As
my
we find
cousins.
we have a lot in common.
Yes.
And so again, thank you so much. We appreciate you
We
guys.
do. We do.
Thank you, ladies.
Good night.
Cousin, you have a safe drive here. You guys be safe.
I
Yep.
definitely will be. I'm coming to see our people.
Give
What else you
them
got
all a
planned?
kiss for me.
Come
What
to
else
get
you got
some
planned?
love. Come to get some
I
love. huh,
definitely
baby?
will. I need to come talk to the
Yeah,
people.
come get some love.
For the
How long you
slogan.
gonna be here for?
Right.
How long you gonna be here for?
Just, in and out.
In and out.
In and I'm gonna sneak out.
You know, Tracy, she like Spider-Man. She web in and web out.
I be down there in what R. Kelly call it? Gotham City. I'm down downtown.
She gonna sneak in and sneak out before the police come and get her for that shit. she in.
Yeah, but the police looking for me.
Hey, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do
they
it.
got your
Hey,
picture.
do
You
it, y'all.
know they got your
I
picture
love
in the
you
post
so much,
office.
cousins.
Love you guys too. Thank you so much. I enjoyed you guys.
Round of
Yes,
applause.
we
We
appreciate
appreciate
you guys for joining
Six Stone
in.
Steppin'.
First
Yes.
meeting that we had that really
Yay.
like just was there. Thank you so much.
Guess
We
what?
appreciate you.
We're gonna
Mwah.
have a panel, and it's gonna be a woman's opinion and a man's opinion.
Yeah, see,
We
so
got
we
two-
can even still get you on like this if you can't even.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
I can come down there
This
or
worked out
whatever.
perfectly.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because Kisa, we're gonna be up against them men. We gotta come with
Hey,
it.
I'm ready. I'm
Y'all
ready,
ain't got
girl.
nothing. Y'all ain't got
All
nothing
right.
coming.
I'm ready.
Y'all
I
ain't
stay
got nothing
ready.
coming.
I
I know
stay
you
ready.
do. I know you do. I know you ready.
I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about him.
Not at all.
You better worry about me.
No.
Don't have me to tell James on you.
Man, I'm not him either.
Everybody on this side, thank y'all
We
so
love you.
much.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. Love you, brother. All right. Love y'all.
Peace out.
All right, guys.
We out.
Talk to you soon.
Sounds
baby.
good.
I'll
Bye.
call
Love
you.
you, brother.
All
All right,
right.
love you, sis.
Bye-bye.
Bye.